Starting stream. Alright everyone, welcome back to episode 94 of MapperCast podcast. I didn't mean to do that.
Where's the link, Void Viper?
Alright, yeah, YouTube takes some time to load up. Alright, there we go. So that's the link. Okay, so everyone, welcome back to episode 94. You're here with the MapperCast crew on July the 4th, 2021, which is America's Independence Day, and that's why we're calling this the Vorigar 4th of July. As you can see, Cosmic decided to add the Vorigar picture in the background here. And in response, I added something on the train.
I can't even fucking see it. I don't have a link.
I added the. Okay, I'll send it. I added the top at the top of the train. I added some text reminding Cosmic that he has still not done his iceberg lines and requesting that you keep reminding him to do his line. And therefore, on his mug and his shirt, it's written all over him. Didn't do his lines. Didn't do his lines.
I can't.
Son.
Oh my god, Viper, you motherfucking bitch!
Why did you write it all over Cosmic? Why did you write it all over Cosmic?
Ah!
You guys don't know what's happening. Look at the background.
This is a nightmare image. What's this fucking like Cruelty Squad wall texture fucking stream thing that we have?
Oh. Quality content. Alright!
You wrote it all over Cosmic. It's nightmare fuel.
Didn't do it. So Cosmic, to cure it, you have to do your lines.
Oh my lord, Christ in heaven. Alright, let's get this show on the road before there's any more great matter in my life. Oh my god, George!
George!
Alright.
George the mapper!
George of the jungle.
Alright, jokes aside,
what do I have? I have George's video disabled? Okay, there we go.
What's up, everyone? It's been a long time.
Alright,
George.
I need to do the intro. Let me do the intro. Alright, so as usual, the list of topics are in the description below, but I'm gonna go through them anyway. So our first topic today is the fan requires, would you choose a mermaid or a reverse mermaid? And then we'll be pulling a wildcard topic out of a hat. Personal lives since our last episode. Discuss episode 93 disaster, which I wasn't there. And then discuss when do you think the COVID pandemic will end and when will life return to normal. And then our thoughts on people who identify as transracial. So basically somebody who says their skin color is not like you can tell. Like I don't want to go into too much details yet, but it's just something you can tell. Like they claim that they are this, but they are not that. In terms of skin color.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah, and then discuss the newest Windows 11, and then media minute. What piece of art and media has the biggest impact on you in the last year? And then personal prompt. Which habit do you wish was socially acceptable? And then we're discussing the polls. Free for all Q&A, and then we say goodbye. As usual, I'm Void Viper. Let's have a good show and remind Cosmic that he hasn't done his iceberg lines.
Oh my fucking god, Viper has made this his personal mission. Hey everybody, Cosmic Mapping here. Am I next? Yeah, I'm next. Jesus Christ, I'm forgetting the pattern. This should be baked in my brain. I'm really like mentally denigrating I need everybody to know how far I'm falling right now. Hey everybody, I'm Cosmic. Good to be here. Good to be here on the show. Sorry about the iceberg lines. I have a lot of other responsibilities pertaining to the Ice Nightmare Infinite Iceberg project.
The nightmare fuel.
Good to be back. Let's have at least a show, if not a good one. Let's have a show. Alright, let's go.
What? Okay. Hello everybody, Ninja here. Let's have a good show.
Hello there, Cosmic Mapping 2 over here.
Hello Cosmic Mapping, how are you doing?
Episode 93 is a thing that apparently we don't talk about, so let's have a good show.
What is that episode about? I think George is next. George?
Oh, hello everybody. My name is George, and I have been offline Discord for at least a month.
Oh my god, we gotta. Okay, I'm excited to see where the fuck George has been. I thought he was like.
I mean, I haven't been online for like 5 days.
That's nothing compared to George's.
I mean, because as you can see, my status is off. As you can see, my status is offline, and so you won't even know if I'm gonna be online or not.
Why did he leave?
No,
Does
he
not
was
want to
about
be
to
on the
shove his
show.
camera in his mouth and then he just leaves.
Yeah, but nobody saw it, so it's okay.
You guys didn't see it, but he put a sticky in his mouth and he just left the call.
He'll be back, I pray.
He'll be back.
All right, so guests.
Mr. Guest.
Diego.
Hello everyone, Sabirka's here. I'm guesting on MapperCast yet again. Let's have a good show.
Hey guys, Croatian Mapper here, back again with another cringy intro. Just like Mr. Cosmic Mapping and Cosmic Mapping 2 here.
What?
And oh shit.
I would like to
He's
remind you, Croatian
George
Mapper,
the
I
Mapper.
still need your YouTube channel link because I didn't get it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
subscribe to Croatian Mapper, guys.
Unfortunately, I have to.
Subscribe to Sabir. Savvy just put out his first fucking
Yeah.
mapping video, so
Guys,
everybody go to
Savvy
Sabir
just
Kiss
What?
and
started
support.
his
Their channel links are in the description below it, and Croatian Mappers will be there as soon as they send it.
I
What's happening with George? He's just...
Oh, there you go.
Alright, let's get this train trucking along the fucking rusty, dirty, goddamn ancient MapperCast track. We got, let's go.
Alright, so first
It's
topic
train
today
themed, 'cause Savvy's
is...
here.
Okay, so the first topic today is we'll be talking about the fan request. Would you choose a mermaid or a
God.
reverse mermaid? Now, I don't
Let me say real quick,
understand this
before we-
question.
Yeah, before we get into it, a lot of the topics today have been recycled from episode 93, which we did in the the Summer Mapping Fest 2. Fuck my brain. We did in Summer Mapping Fest 2 a few weeks ago. We did an episode in the stage channel there. But there was only a couple of the fucking actual members there, and obviously not a lot of people here got to really saw it, so we're gonna dig back into that. There was some fun stuff, so I'm excited to get into that. We're starting with tape mapping. Our favorite, our little starlet child, darling boy, tape of the mapping variety has hit us with: would you choose a mermaid or a reverse mermaid? Now, choose there is the operative fucking synonym that I'm struggling with a little bit.
You're being
I'm
forced by two
assuming-
sweaty Slavic men in a basement.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he means fuck. Because it's like, what else would the context of that have as
One
a
of
pet?
those you.
If you want that to be your body, that's the other
Pretty
context.
sure it's fuck.
Like,
'Cause, like,
I think it could be both.
Alright, so here's what's good with it. Here's the deal. Fuck a mermaid or a reverse mermaid. A mermaid, obviously, we all know it's an iconic piece of like sexual iconography, if we're being for real. Like, everybody wants to fuck a mermaid growing up.
Shut up.
Everybody had a crush on Ariel. Everybody, like, mermaids are a classic piece of, like, even escaping, like, the pop cultural bubble of the 1980s and 90s and all the Disney stuff. Like, mermaids historically symbolize sexuality and the siren on the Irish rocks fucking luring in the sailors to come fuck the fish pussy. That is like a classic piece of sexual iconography throughout human history. And so, like, would you rather fuck this deistic sex symbol or a fish with human legs?
Cause I'm gonna say not everyone.
Not every you
Not
wouldn't
everyone.
fuck both?
Nope, I wouldn't.
Not
I
everyone.
wouldn't.
I don't want to fuck the fish with human legs.
I
It's a
wouldn't.
nightmare.
I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't. Okay, so Viper's answer is I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my new profile picture should say why.
Wait,
You'd rather
what?
fuck a bird?
No! Look at the colors of the bird, and try to understand the colors for a second.
What's the colors? What did they mean?
Black, white. I see
Purple.
some a tinge of peach in there.
No, yeah. Okay,
Purple.
no, I said the
Do
background.
I need to open it? I'm just looking at
no.
like a tiny disc.
No, what do you, just understand the flag color. Like, think of it as a flag color.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't have it open.
Think of it as a flag color. Okay, the chat answered it,
Okay.
Cosmic.
I get
I wasn't.
it.
I wasn't.
get it.
All right. Well,
I
okay.
get
Well,
it.
yes. We all know that Viper wouldn't fuck either of them. This is.
I get
we
it. I
understand.
get it because it's fucking asexual
I'm
bird.
sorry
it's
for
an asexual bird.
Looking at the. It's an asexual.
That's what it is. The colors. It's asexual colors.
God damn it,
That's what it
Cosmic.
is.
God damn
It
it,
says it
Cosmic.
on it. It says ace on it.
What ace? Like the ace from Counter Strike? No.
No,
Enough
Ace.
out of you. Enough out of you. Okay. So I want to lay this imagery out for you guys. Like, the idea of a huge human-sized gaping fish maw looking back at you as you give it sweet lovin's is a nightmare, and I hate it. And I'm not interested in that. That's fucking horrible. Even if it's human genitalia, it's like a hole is a hole. I'd rather look into the eyes of a human, of a person, with like opinions and thoughts, and connect with that, versus a
Fucking
fish.
pussy.
Who gives a shit? It's a hole. It belongs to a human.
Why isn't
It belongs
George
to-
here?
I'm also assuming that the being incorporates the intellect of the creature which its top half is. So if you pick a reverse mermaid, it's bestiality.
Second thing is the fucking reverse mermaid would fucking die because it doesn't have lungs.
Would that mean that you have to fuck? You have to fuck the mermaid in the water?
Yeah, you want to
because
fuck
it's
a dead fish, or do you want to fuck a
No,
human
no,
being with
no,
just
no,
a
no,
little
no,
bit
why
of
would
difference
you?
in the hole?
Why?
No, Cosmic,
Yeah.
think about it. If you get the, other half of the mermaid with the human, face and everything,
Yes.
doesn't that mean you have to fuck in the water with that side?
You
Why?
have to fuck
But
the
you know,
water.
what people don't consider here apparently is how sexual intercourse is defined in the English language, which means a blowjob also counts as sexual intercourse.
Oh, fuck off! That
You
doesn't
just
count.
get your
That's
regular
stupid.
mermaid, get a blowjob, and it's done.
No, I don't like that answer. That's an obfuscation.
Pretty sure
I
there is
don't-
no other way to fuck a normal mermaid.
They have. We're assuming that normal mermaid here has like a cloaca situation going on because
Fish don't have that though.
yes, they do.
They're
Look it
not
up.
fucking chickens.
They have cloacas. Look it up.
Cloacas.
Not all fish, but it's like some of them do. This is
Tape said
The point
rat
is,
eating
if you're
tentacles.
fucking, I don't want to fuck a fish with a human genitalia. That's a nightmare situation. And what really pisses me off about this question is it's so based in nothing. It's so based in like weird little
It's
shitty
so
hang-ups.
based.
Like, ew, in your face, pussy. That's the ultimate problem here. Is it's like an irregular hole that I'm not familiar with. That's the problem.
That's not how fish reproduce. They lay their eggs in the sea. That's how it works. They don't.
Okay, then the egg hole. I don't know. It's just like that's not my problem here. Like I'd rather fuck a human being with an egg hole than a fish with a vagina. Like this is how is this even a topic of discussion? I know nobody here is really
I don't know, Cousin. You seem to
too much on
enjoy
the
it.
other side of this, but when we had this discussion in episode 93, everybody was like, "Oh, I don't want to fuck a fish pussy. That would be such a problem for me. I'm a big, strong man."
I would literally just get a blowjob. It's sexual intercourse. It counts.
Just get a blowjob from a mermaid. Simple as that.
It's obfuscation. All right, let's hear from
wait.
Tabby. What would you do?
You're forgetting. There was a point made last time in the forgotten episode. Turns out that that fish, they poo and pee in the same hole that they lay their eggs in. So,
Yeah,
are you
Yeah,
saying
cloaca.
that?
Anal.
it's a cloaca. It's cloaca. Cloaca. Yeah, I mean, like regular human sex.
Why
Chances
does
are you're.
cloaca sound so genuine?
That's not my problem. Like regular human sex, chances are you're going to interact with a little bit of pee and a little bit of poo. Like it's just the par for the course. So like that doesn't fucking really upset me. The eggs made me. That's a little grody. But that's it.
Yes, Cosmic is 30 years old, Canary.
I'm not 30 years old.
He is an old middle-aged man.
I'm not
doing-
30 years old, for fuck's sake! I swear to God.
I think Cosmic's younger
You're about
than
to
me.
make me. You're about to like. You're about to.
Wait,
really
Cosmic,
age
I
30
think you're
years.
younger than me, right?
Yes, I'm.
Yeah, then he can't be 30.
Guess the quiz. How old is Cosmic?
Full like disclosure. I'm 20 years old. Turned 20 in November of last year. I am not 30. People in this community, like, who don't know my age, always assume I'm like 30 years old.
No, it's
They
okay.
think I'm, like,
It's okay,
late 20s,
Cosmic.
30s. It's like why?
You know why? Cause when I joined the map computer, I think I was like 16. People assumed I was 22.
Why though? Why
I
do
don't
people think
know.
that? Even then, like,
I
you
don't
did not come
know.
off 22.
It's just the way I sound. I
I don't know.
I would
probably-
not-
They probably think you're 30 because of your fucking long hair. I don't know. That's probably one of
Get
the
that.
reasons.
It's like,
I mean, that's
if
probably.
anything,
that's
the
what they
older
do.
you are, the more your hair falls out. So it's like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 I didn't know that.
If you're a man, that is, and all your
Yeah, the more
Right,
you get
right,
older, the
yeah.
more you lose hair,
Really?
bro. Oh yeah, George is here. George, what do you think about this
I-
topic?
George, I genuinely like. I don't know. Okay, for everybody,
Why-
George is walking around outside without a shirt on right now. I
What
wish
the
everybody could
fuck,
see it.
George?
Literally Cypress.
Why are you walking outside without a shirt at night time? What the
Bro,
Viper,
do you know
for
how
fuck's
much?
sake.
Do you know how
Viper,
much?
please
do you know how
stream
hot
this.
it is here?
Please
No.
stream this.
I'm busy.
It's like
Let George
it's like
talk.
30 degrees now. Viper is always too busy. Don't fucking. You can't fool any of us. We all know you're playing Battlestar Galactica.
Actually, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. You'll see what. You'll see. Alright, you'll see.
Absolute shock.
Stream it. Stream it
No.
to prove your point.
Okay.
Oh, I really would, Viper. If you could
Please.
stream George
Boy,
right now, it would make me
please,
so genuinely happy.
Please. We're gonna play Starfire Infinity.
I'm not playing Star. I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm just waiting for
All
this
right. Well, George has
thing
turned
to-
his camera off.
to save.
So it's done.
Wow, moment ruined.
We get little.
Okay.
We got the full George naked.
Alright, do you see
experience.
it? Do you see it something different in the stream?
Oh, and now it's back.
You see something
what's
different
that?
in the stream?
Wait,
No,
what's
I
different on
want
the
to
stream?
see George on the stream.
No, the
George,
mug.
George.
You look at the mug.
I don't.
The mug.
The mug? Oh, okay. So instead of showing George's video on the stream, which is very funny and comedic and would be very fun
Yeah.
for the audience, he is elected to put what looks vaguely like an iceberg, I think, in my mug.
What do you think it is?
Looks more like a
Viper,
crystal.
Please, Viper, please, please. Please. You're ruining the entertainment value of the show. What are you doing?
Guys. The real question is, what's the topic?
Alright, I'm glad you're here, George. I'm sitting here amongst a myriad of fucking
Amongst?
close-minded
Is
ass
that amongst
goddamn
reference?
loser shit fuckers. The question here, it's a fan request from Tape Mappin'. It's, would you rather fuck a mermaid or a reverse mermaid? And the stupid, like, loser, boring, fucking immediate reaction take that everybody's having is like, oh, I don't want to fuck a fish pussy, so obviously the reverse mermaid, so I can the human genitalia. As if that's the problem here, because if you're fucking a reverse mermaid, you're having sex with an animal with human genitalia.
Yeah, like what's the point? If you want to have sex with an animal with animal genitalia, then be a fucking furry. If you're going to fuck a
Just be a
mermaid,
furry.
like a hot-ass mermaid,
Right?
Human up here, massive tits, and then down here, she's got a nice little fish pussy. Like, come on, guys. What's wrong
That's
with
the
you?
other thing. It's like mermaids are an iconic piece of historic sexual iconography. Like, everybody historically wants to fuck a mermaid. I don't know why out of nowhere, the moment you mention that, like, oh, well, it's a little bit of a hole that you're unfamiliar with, it's like, ew, gross, God. I'm incapable
God.
of thinking about anything.
It's
So
basically
fucking
every child who is like scared of vaginas. It's basically like that.
Legit, it has that energy. It's like, ew, gross, I don't want to see a vagina. Shut
By the way-
fuck out, man.
By the way, spoiler
Start
alert.
hitting a fish pussy.
Okay, what's your spoiler alert?
Spoiler alert. The
Yo,
question
gills
didn't
and
say
scales and shit.
specifically say what cosmic said. What is specific? It could also mean if you want this body or not.
Okay,
Like,
so
if you want to
Okay,
do, like,
would you rather fuck a giant gaping fish maw looking back at you going, what? That is also an animal versus a human being with thoughts and opinions
George,
and like life experience?
what are you searching? How big is a fish?
It's a
dick?
fish.
Honestly, I'm not surprised Cosmic is going so much in depth about this.
Alright, I think I'd rather have my human genitalia after some research.
All right, how about we go down the list? Mindria, your turn.
Hey,
Oh my god.
Wait, did George say his?
Yeah,
Do a
then
yes or
yeah,
no
he did.
real quick going down the list. We got me and George. Mindra, how about you?
No.
I mean, I'm sorry, not yes or no. Reverse mermaid or mermaid going down the list. Mindra, start.
Reverse mermaid.
Obviously the reverse mermaid.
You're fucking psycho. You're psycho.
Regular.
All right,
You're
next.
psycho,
Say-
dude.
say
You're
because-
fucking mental.
I want everyone in the comments to post what team you're on. Mermaid or reverse
Which
mermaid?
side
I want to
are
see
you
what the
on?
public have got to
Yeah.
say about this.
This is like so genuinely. I can't believe
Okay.
you just want to fuck a giant animal with a human vagina. Like, how is
No,
that better?
You know I'm fucking with you, right?
Oh well, yeah.
I'm fucking with you.
All right, Sabby, how about you?
Reverse mermaid.
Are you okay? Are you for real?
For real.
Cosmic is pissed.
You understand that a
Okay,
reverse
okay.
mermaid is literally a
Right.
fish?
Cosmic is pissed.
Rat, please bring
Guys,
Okay,
it.
liberal
Family Guy
and-
once did a little bit on this, and I just want to show you the picture to understand what you guys are signing off for.
Yeah, look at that! Look at what you're signing off on!
Like, first of all,
That's fucking-
Why is a Family Guy?
Viper, please show
Why is it
George's
Fam-
screen. Please show George's video.
Like, listen.
Oh,
Alright,
I like how he's showing Family Guy.
That's not family.
Look at that!
I saw
I told
Family
you.
Guy just now.
look at this.
Look at that! Hot! And then
Yeah, so a Family Guy example. Okay, yeah,
Show,
everyone.
show it to the viewers, please. The viewers need some.
No, I think
Has the
I
camera
think
been
YouTube.
on? Are we really?
I think YouTube might be pissed if I show that.
YouTube's
Oh
not
my
gonna.
god, YouTube's not
Alright.
gonna do it.
Well, George
I'm
just
done.
gave all the context. He showed a disgusting fish person.
I mean, if you really want to know, use
Mermaid.
Google. Okay.
Even the viewers want.
So, with that renewed context, Sabby, what the fuck?
I stand by my position.
He stands his
Why?
ground.
Why?
Alright.
Mermaid.
Why?
Rat, go.
No! Sabby needs to
No.
explain himself!
Rat.
Sabby, why?
I explained it for like 2 episodes now. I don't need to go any further.
Do
I
it
made that
again!
so clear.
No.
Do it again as a favor.
No,
to
no.
me
If Sabby
personally. I
doesn't,
need to
if
know.
Sabby is not comfortable with sharing it again, let it be.
I'm not comfortable. I'm not asking like a personal. Why would you fuck a fish with human legs? It's a nightmare.
Natural,
He's not
natural
comfortable.
human
Shut the fuck
genitalia.
up.
Why do I have to?
Is it really
Rat.
like all about
Rat,
the
rat,
genitalia?
rat,
It's
rat,
like
rat.
a hole is a hole, man. That fish is a whole ass fish.
Rat, go.
Yeah,
Rat,
mermaid.
go. Ignore cause.
Fucking psychos in this call, man.
Croatian.
Courageous save.
Yeah. Well, what about Rat?
No, you
I
said
said mermaid.
mermaid.
Thank you, Rat.
I'd say reverse mermaid.
Are you serious? You guys are fucking mental.
Listen,
You
Reverse
guys are
mermaid is-
insane.
It's fucking
Hear me
hot,
out.
Cosmic.
Cosmic, come on. Cosmic.
It's fucking hot.
Hear me out. The thing is, you know, when you can just have like a little thing, so you can hide everything, and you can just have the ass and the leg, and that's fine. You
Okay,
know?
so you're in your
You're
situation.
just gonna
This is
hide
like
it. You're gonna put a
a
blanket
glory
over it,
hole
no one's ever gonna see
situation
it. Also,
where, like,
I have
okay.
a question since it's not
Oh yeah,
specified.
Void, turn Cosmic down a bit.
is
He's a
the
bit too
fucking
loud.
fish body like the realistic proportions of a fish, or is it like massive?
It's sized up.
fish
It's
mouth?
sized up in the way that a fishtail is sized
Okay,
up.
then just put a blanket over it, and everything will be fine.
Still, like, I just don't understand this. I don't understand how we all grew up in the same cultural
Oh,
space
yeah.
where, like,
I
everybody-
forgot
yeah,
the fan
yeah,
request.
yeah.
Grew up in the same.
Reverse
cultural
mermaid
space.
gang. Where are you at?
Yeah,
No.
fucking an actual fish gang. Where are you at? What a weird
No, that's
question.
not the right one.
Everybody, like, we're also. I don't think you can say this and be ethical. Like, this is it adopts the intellect of the being that has the head. So you're fucking like a fish. A fish.
Void.
Listen,
Why-
listen,
Yeah.
guys. All right, okay. As I'm sure none of you except Cosmic have or ever will have sex because we're mappers. I need to.
We're
I need to
Macedonians.
show you guys a little. This is how sex works, okay? So pretend you, the camera, are the fucker, and I am the fucker. Your point of view is this. It's not this. It's
What?
this. Would you rather be while
Yeah.
your dick is going inside something? Would you rather be staring at a beautiful woman or a fucking fish?
You're full legit. You're not looking down. You're looking up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
Give the second
honest.
perspective.
Alright, next topic. Yeah. Next topic.
I'm just so pissed off about it.
Alright,
It's
next
like,
topic. We're pulling a wildcard topic
boy.
out of a hat.
With the mermaid, you can have a moment.
Hold on.
Whatever. Next topic, I guess.
Reverse
Everybody
mermaid
can go on.
gang. Fuck you,
We're
Cosmic
just gonna
Mapping.
move on. We're gonna just move on from the fact that everybody in this podcast would actually have sex with a fish and is fine with that. Let's move on.
If
totally
you don't
normal.
see it, it doesn't
Where's my?
matter.
I don't have the wildcard. Oh no, it's here.
Alright,
God
what's the
forbid,
next?
it's fish pussy. It's gross.
Wait,
I'd rather have
before-
sex with an actual animal than.
Cosmic, put on your
Guys,
camera.
All right, remove.
Guys,
okay.
guys.
Hold up,
Before
I
we
gotta
move,
plug
before we move in, should we add the Murphy topic since George is here now?
Oh my god.
No. Let's keep that wildcard topic. Okay.
We got a packed show.
Go,
Oh,
Cosmic.
dude.
Turn on your camera and then I'll turn it
I
on.
know. I'm plugging my camera in, Mr. Viper.
Viper, please don't do any XD funnies.
What? What you mean? I add more icebergs on Cosmic?
No, it's a series of distinct XP funnies.
Do you mean I add more icebergs on Cosmic?
No, do not turn the fucking camera off when the fan request is over. Please.
Yes, do not keep the camera on for a bit.
Yeah.
I keep it on until the
Here's the thing, everybody.
the
carry
wild
the
card is
show.
done.
Boy, come
Here,
on.
Viper, turn the camera on right now. I'm gonna go take a
Turn no, Cosmic. You turn yours on first and then I'll turn it off.
You turn your camera on and then eat.
What is that?
I threw my pen.
God, Cosmic, it's
Sorry.
rendering. I can't. It's like 2 dots. Technical difficulties. I want.
I love-
Oh, by the way,
love the-
Cosmic's Photoshop crashed today, so that's why the topics are not created.
So, until Cosmic's back, what should we talk about?
What do we do?
Okay, alright, wait. Actually, until Cosmic's back, I want to ask you all what
Yeah.
has. Oh my god, I forgot. You don't even call it Macedonia anymore. What a bunch
what do
of
you mean?
fucking new fags.
We are Macedonians.
How is the
Fuck.
community? How are you guys? How is everyone doing on a personal?
I have
Another
not been
topic.
around for. Like, I'm not actively
Sadie.
around. I just come on and do MapperCast and it disappear for 4 months.
Sabi, how is my empire? How's
How's the diarchy,
How's
Sadie?
How's the diarchy?
Yeah, how's the dial going?
how's the diarchy?
The diarchy is good. It's got its
Guys,
diarch. It's got
What are
its
the odds? I
odd
read my
rules.
diarchy right now.
What is the diarchy?
I don't know.
Guys,
I
are
don't
we
know.
Mapperdonians or Mappers?
Good
Both.
question. Should make a
Yeah.
topic about it.
Aren't we doing the wildcard now? or what?
Yeah, when
Should.
Cosmic is
I feel like we should add the fucking Murphy topic, but I don't know if George is gonna be on
Everybody,
next
I'm
time.
back from my piss.
Oh my god, I
Uh,
have so many fucking notifications.
George is popular. George is the popular high schooler.
Why is my camera not working? What the fuck?
yeah,
Use your phone.
yeah, Cosmic. I was saying that.
Elsa!
I need this shit to turn on. I'm gonna need this shit to turn on.
Keisha licking ass, turn it on. Hell yeah, work it.
2
girl.
dots, Cosmic.
Good
2 dots.
Good.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, hold up.
Hey, it's Cosmic Mapping.
It's the Vorigar.
You
the
get to look
Vorigar.
at my
Vorigar.
ass
Vorigar.
when I set up the tapestry. You get to look at my
Wait,
big,
can you
fat,
stream it?
exposed ass.
Wait.
Alright, is Viper streaming? Because I'm gonna stand here and do nothing until Viper turns my camera.
He's streaming.
Am I streaming? Okay.
Yeah, I said once you turn your camera, I'm gonna do it.
Exposed ass. Don't take advantage of me in the workplace.
Only.
Reminder,
You guys are
Cosmic has
getting
not
invo-
done his iceberg line.
You guys are.
This is
You guys are getting
You
an
guys know
exclusive OnlyFans Cosmic.
Did you guys know that 2 in 3 men have been raped but do not report it?
We
in
don't
the
need to know
workplace?
that.
I think, Mindria, that's part of the problem. I think we do need to know that. Let me just say, that shit happens. I've been there's this fucking my grocery store around here. There was this old biker chick who used to work there. I don't know because I haven't left my house in a fucking year and a half. Every time I would walk in that store, she would look at me with this hinged sexual aggression and go
I think the only thing to take away is that you haven't done the iceberg lines.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Cosmic.
describing being
Oh my
uncomfortably
God.
aggressed by an
What
old
you-
woman, and you're you're
Are
like,
you guys
"You're
still
vice
doing
president."
iceberg?
Cosmic, what you don't understand though, that would be sexual harassment and not
Oh
rape.
yeah, no, I was totally like I was assaulted. I was walked down the bread aisle one day and she just straight up like spanked my ass.
You have a good mythical morning t-shirt.
I feel like nobody's hearing what I'm saying.
Cosmic, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and just know
Thank
that you are
you.
validated and loved by all of us.
We love you, Cosmic Mapping. Big
That's
Fisher.
so fucking nice. Okay, this is a good mythical morning shirt though. You wearing a good mythical morning shirt, dude? All right, everybody. So, jeez.
Fucking goddamn it.
Here we go. So, everybody, here's a good word. The
He has an
Viper.
MLP cup.
Why did I just say viper?
The
Brain
Viper.
is not-
It's because you didn't do the iceberg lines.
Okay.
The
Let
Viper.
me defend myself a little bit. This is my Pinkie Pie mug. I've had it since 20.
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Nothing wrong with having that.
Okay, Void, can we not repeat the same joke over and over again?
There's
Thank you.
nothing wrong with that, by the way. Like, thank you, Viper. I see you're picking
Now,
weird things
I
to
do have a
validate.
request though. Let's get on with the wildcard topic. I'm gonna keep
I
bickering
love
you.
Viper's priorities today. I talked
Yeah,
about
oh,
assaults, and he goes,
I'm gonna
"Fine,
bicker you
I
about
talked about
iceberg
Pinkie Pie mug,"
lines.
And he's like, don't worry, you're valid. Don't worry, the Pinkie Pie mug is very valid. Okay, everybody.
Iceberg lines.
I have to direct and edit and film that shit. That's like, there's a lot more for me to do than to just get up and fucking. Okay. The wild card. Here's what we've elected to do today. We are going to recycle the wild card from last episode because it's pretty good, and the theme of this episode seems to just be fucking recycle what we did last time. So we're gonna
Recycle
continue
content.
that trend, and
Cycle.
don't do.
So what's the wild card?
So what's in the
The
Vorigar
next wild
hat?
card
What's in the
is.
Vorigar hat?
Here's a hat. Oh, dude! Well, poop and pee and sex!
What?
Today's topic
What?
is what age did you stop breastfeeding?
You didn't even pull the card. You
This
didn't even show the hat. You didn't even show the hat. What do you mean?
Right
I
now.
threw out. Okay.
Pull the card out. Pull the card out. Now. This is you're breaking a fucking 4-year tradition, Cosmo.
guys, this
Threw-
You're breaking up. Get the
We
fucking
have
thing
to
right
do-
now. Right now.
I threw out the card last episode when we used it because I didn't think.
Just put a random
just
piece
get
of
the-
paper in
Play
it.
I did. That's what I did when I pulled this out and went poop, pee, sex, and nobody was paying attention.
Okay, solution. Solution. Get a new piece of paper. Throw it in
Get a
there.
piece of paper.
If you get a piece of paper that's blank, then that's that
Get-
topic that you
You
threw out.
guys
Yeah.
for real right now? Okay.
Yes, you're
Here's the
breaking up
hat. Oh, here's
tradition.
the role play the hat.
That's not a hat.
We'll role play. This is the topic.
That's
This
not.
is-
Get the actual hat. Get
I'm
the actual hat.
getting up and looking for the hat right now. Here's the thing.
Get the
Here's
fucking
this
hat.
framed
You're
framed
breaking a
portrait.
4-year tradition.
You need to shut your mouth.
You're
Here's a
breaking a
fucking
4-year.
a metal framed portrait. This is actually very topical. This is a
How
metal
could you
framed
break a
portrait
tradition like this?
of my
How?
mother
Why would
holding
you
me
do
as a
it?
baby to fit with the topics
Okay.
of today.
Cosmic's breaking a tradition, guys.
You gotta shut up with that. Nobody cares. Okay, here we go.
Everyone cares about the hat.
There's no. We've gone plenty of times where I don't turn my camera on or I don't use the hat. It's fine.
Actually, yeah, Cosmic has
Oh, what
a
age
point
did you
there.
stop breastfeeding with your mother. I'm glad we kept this going for another 3 minutes. This is very entertaining. Okay, let's start.
Wait, what's the question again?
Cosmic, we don't want to talk about him anyway. Cosmic stuff.
Oh my god.
I actually didn't. I didn't
Vorigar
understand it
strikes
because
again.
Cosmic wasn't talking clearly that time.
The Vorigar strikes.
The topic is what age did you stop breastfeeding?
How would I know?
How would I know?
Oh my god.
You are all
Guys,
stupid.
Again,
I
a bunch
know.
of fucking normies not keeping track of their lives.
Yeah, you're fucking
Just letting
stupid.
everything go.
Alright, alright,
go
go
by.
first. Go
Okay,
go on,
Cosmic, what's your
go on,
answer?
Cosmic.
What's your
Go
answer?
first, Go on.
I'm
Yeah, what's
first?
your answer?
Okay. I stopped breastfeeding at the age of, I was very late in life. I was like 3, almost 4. It is why I have an intense oral fixation. This is why I'm interested in this. This is the age, the amount of breastfeeding you do at a very young age. It is so incredibly formative. It bases your entire life. Like, everybody has fixation. Either you got like an oral fixation, an anal fixation, and there's a third one that I'm forgetting. It's another like orifice. But
Oreo Fest.
chances are you have an oral fixation if you're the type of person who like bites their nails nervously. That's part of it. If you drink a lot, if you smoke a lot, if you like finish all your fucking soda when you're going out to eat before everybody else does, oral fixation. If all your pens and pencils have fucking bite marks in them, oral fixation. Chances are you got an oral fixation. Lord knows I do. It's why I'm super into coffee. It's why I need to be really careful about alcohol. So I got that shit. Because growing up, I was given so much fucking love and connection with my mother through the teat, as one should, and it kind of, you know, that shit leaves an impact. It's part of your whole, it's like the central pillar of your psychosexual development, and I'm really interested in it. And I think, like, everybody should have a stake in this game. I think everybody should care about what happened to them at formative ages, and not live their whole lives thinking, like, oh, nothing matters besides me playing Fall Guys right now. Like, it's important to
What's
care
wrong with Fall
about your
Guys?
past. It's important to know what age you stopped breastfeeding.
I know.
Interesting, cause I didn't know that actually results in, like, you know, more
What does
addiction to
this have to
biting
do with Fall
nails,
Guys?
smoking, alcohol, that type of things. I didn't realize that was a direct cause.
Yeah, it's actually incredibly interesting. Like, an oral
It's
fixation,
not.
usually it manifests in like super early ages through shit like finger biting and stuff. But like, you're super. I'm not saying like everybody with an oral fixation is going to be an alcoholic, but it does like later in life it can manifest in things like alcohol dependencies, just weed dependencies, stuff like that.
Sounds
Anything
pretty
that enters
stupid because
or
now-
eating, or like eating disorders, like anything that enters your body orally can calm you if you're given that much like breastfeedy connection shit as a child.
Cosmic,
I hear all sorts of fucking like disagreement from the gallery.
Because
Yeah,
the rat is on point.
because I also stopped breastfeeding at 3 and have none of those that you just fucking mentioned.
Okay, good for you. That's like, oh, that's not. I said late 3, early 4. First of all,
Yeah, I was like
different for everybody, but like this isn't Cosmic's crazy like goofball
Cos-
hypothesis podcast.
3
club.
is pretty
This is like,
fucking
look it up.
late.
Isn't that the whole podcast though?
Yeah, it's a lot of it. But that's not what this is. This is a thing. This is like a psychology thing. This is like it's very interesting to me. I think Rat of all people with all his like nuanced takes and informative digests would know about this.
Oh yeah, where did George go?
I don't know.
He's
I
having,
won't believe you until you bust out the peer-reviewed studies.
What?
I don't have them on me right now, but I'm not like lying to you. It's fucking alright.
The thing is, I don't know if I ever had done it, because I'm not aware of it.
It just leaves your conscience.
Yeah,
being-
but the thing is, it's like, because I don't have any like that nail biting things, like the alcohol smoking type of things, issues. So I'm not sure if I even have done it, and there's no way for me to verify. And I will definitely not ask, because
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Why can't you ask? You should ask.
I don't think it's
Nah.
something I should be asking.
It's not appropriate.
It doesn't,
It's like-
and it
it's
doesn't
not
define
appropriate.
who I am today. So I think it's something that I shouldn't ask.
I
Cause
think it's very important to understand what happened to you in early stages of childhood.
Did you ask your mother?
no.
Me? It's been my mom has talked to me about like the breastfeeding days since I was a kid. It's like a well-known thing on
Oh
my
my
phone.
god.
The only thing I do know when I was a child is when I was born, my hands, I was told my hands wouldn't open. And then when they finally opened it, there was so much dirty things all over my hands.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on. What just happened?
Oh, Savvy fucking blue screened.
Oh, rip.
What if
Everybody, Mindria's new thing is that like whenever he doesn't agree with something I say, he says American. Like, oh, this is an American.
I said it in a joking way, you fucking retard.
Did you?
I don't actually mean it, like, come on.
That's why the iceberg in the cup got bigger.
It's just like Void saying the same joke over and over again.
It makes it hard
That's-
to
that's
know.
what-
Nobody will engage with me on an intellectual level.
Well, I'm kidding,
Perhaps
Cosmic.
they're
I
not
don't
like this too far big for
I
us.
don't view it like that. I don't view any American that way, you know.
Yeah, to do this on the 4th of July, how dare you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
oh,
shall we
yes,
keep
4th of
going?
July. God damn it, it's the 4th of July. Fucking hell.
Honestly, I didn't even know it was the 4th of July until like
Okay,
2 hours.
Minjia,
Sadly.
did you go yet?
I don't actually remember, so.
Yeah, okay. Rat, you're next.
Yeah, I already said I stopped breastfeeding at the age of 3.
Okay, Croatian.
Yo, Rat's based for
I
at least
have
knowing.
no clue, but
I'm knowing because I can still remember how I did
I
it.
don't know the.
And my memory goes back to when I was
Here,
3.
like Croatian talk. I want.
Just like to say, but I mean, I think your idea has some kind of merit to it, Cosmic, but I don't think it's like, oh, I've been breastfed for too long, now I'll probably manifest some things in the future. It's probably more of like a
George.
circumstantial issue, like what if they already have some things like
Hello.
in their brain that makes them hardwired to like, you know, be fidgety and stuff, and
We're almost all nurture against
Wait,
nature.
did George say his? Did George say his?
Oh, George, what age did you stop breastfeeding?
What age did I stop breastfeeding? I'm not gonna lie, I have no recollection about when I breastfeeded or when
I'm
I
going to
stopped.
be AFK first, I gotta be right back.
And to be honest, I really don't want to look deep in my memory banks to find out. Because the memory probably exists somewhere in there, and all the drugs in my system have just blocked it out, and it makes me have to go through my memory palace and look for them. But I really don't want that visual image of me sucking on my mother's nipple.
Understandable, understandable.
See, I've realized that everything from the moment I unclenched from my mother's swollen areolas, everything since that moment has been a desperate trudge to get back to that state of being, to get back to that comfort, to get back to that matriarchal love, to feel entirely protected and valued and cherished as a little baby by a big, strong woman to take care of all your problems. Everything's been a journey back to that point since then, and that's why I'm so fucking miserable right now, is I've been kept from that for a year and a half.
Okay. Next, let's move on, shall we?
I just threw my garbage can across.
Why did you throw your garbage can out the window?
No, I didn't throw it out the window. I like threw my recycling bin across the room. Fuck.
All right, next
Also,
topic is
you know-
personal
wait,
prompt,
wait.
everyone. Actually,
Wait,
not
let's
personal
talk.
prompt. That's the raw topic. Personal lives, not
talk.
personal prompt. I don't have to. All right, you know, I'm just gonna write it.
Okay, personal life since the last podcast. What have you guys been up to? Cosmic, what have you been up to?
Personal lives since the last podcast. Oh boy.
So bin wieder da. Hello, I'm back.
I wish Sabby was here for this. My mommy's.
Have you continued, and why the fuck is a communist trying to add me?
Cosmic, do not mention it.
I know, right? I just got a friend request by some
Hammer and Sickle X,
Warlord.
yeah.
Wait, we got
Yeah.
friend request.
And why is Cosmic friends with him?
What are you talking about?
There's just
Anyways,
some-
are we still on this? Are we still on the breastfeeding topic, or where are we?
No, we're
Well,
moving
we're
on.
moving
Personal,
to lives.
personal lives. So,
Who did I just interrupt, or is Vorigar talking?
I think you can hear Cosmic.
Okay,
Me? Am I going first?
yeah.
We're
we're
going
going
top
top to bottom, I guess. So.
Okay. So personal lives since the last podcast. Assuming sort of last podcast on Viper's channel rather than 93, which was like a few fucking days ago. You know, it's been a trudge going through it. It's been fucking just brutal. For being perfectly fucking honest with everybody, breaking it down on an economic level. It's been just pretty anus, pretty unadulterated anus. I'm hanging in, doing what I can, trying to still just infinitely working on this iceberg video with Sabby, and the iceberg video is coming along. It's looking good. Every nugget of the iceberg video that we finish is a golden nugget. It's beautiful, it's sparkling, and it's pretty, and I value it, and I'm proud of it. And I get to show all those nuggets to people, and go, look at this, look at my big, shiny poop nugget, it's beautiful, I'm so proud. But the whole turd log has yet to come out, and it's so big, and it hurts me to push. It hurts me to push, and it's so big. And the more we go, I just keep, the project keeps getting bigger, too. It's like, it's so hard.
You
I
know what
remember in
shines as well?
January-
No, not
I took-
base Bulgarian mapper. Base.
I took
Bulgarian
on this
mapper.
project. Oh my god. I took on this. Oh, George, have you seen the trailer for the iceberg yet?
I have not.
I gotta show that to you.
It's
after this
epic.
fucking
Later.
Later, we'll do that later. Okay, so the iceberg has dominated my life.
Oh
In the
no,
last,
I
like,
just,
6
I
months.
just
It's
noticed
fucking-
chat. Oh god.
What? What happened?
It appears that my affiliates have decided to...
Your affiliates? Who are they?
I...
What the fuck?
What?
What is happening?
What is happening? Are those your affiliates? Are those your affiliates?
Oh god.
Can you stop playing?
George, your
Can you-
video's not on the
George.
stream, man. You're wasting this bit.
Wait, is my video not on the stream? For fuck's sake!
What's going on?
Anti-Semitic jokes.
Wait, what's
George,
going
it's
on?
A good bit going on.
Can anybody explain what's
Why
happening?
what? Okay, guys.
It's
why
a good.
do-
What's happening?
Why do
What
people
are we
want
doing?
Croatian to leave? Who are your affiliates? Who are they? What do they want?
They want me to play fucking SCP with them instead
Oh,
of
oh,
being
oh,
here.
oh.
Fuck them.
And,
You're working. This is work hours.
and thusly it... Well, I mean it is work hours, but I have to go walk the dog in like 6
You're in a
minutes.
job interview right now. You're working hard.
Well, Crow, it's your choice what you want to do, to be honest.
No,
so.
I mean I'll just have a little break right now because I have to like walk the dog. Otherwise, I'm going to lose the internet for a month, and then I'll come back on the stream.
Alright,
Okay, man. You go do that.
take care.
Okay.
Before that, I need to say something. Fuck off, guys. This is work hours. Hey,
For real.
Damn straight.
All right, everybody. So I'll get back on the hot seat here. Yeah. So iceberg, infinite, doing my best, trudging away at it. Other than that, positive things. If I gotta glean in the big fucking shitstorm, I've lost weight, which has been nice. I'm down at 219. I've been like over 270 most of my fucking life the last.
What's
decade.
that in Superior?
Cosmic continuing to burning down that fat. Cosmic, keep it up.
Thank you, Rad. I really
Keep
appreciate
it
it.
up. Proud of you.
219 pounds, which for like I'm hitting a bit of a wall, which is upsetting because I have a fucking massive like Leviathan ribcage. It is a nightmare situation. It's like the best body I could hope for is Alex Jones's body, where it's like you're fat but not really. So I'm just trying to reach like fat but not really stages, and that's been cool. But I'm also like I'm not eating a lot to get there, so I'm very tired most of the time because I'm just not eating because I want to not be physically repulsive anymore. So it's a bit of a paradoxical nightmare, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying to come out of the pandemic with a somewhat appealing body, so I can get some mommy titties in my mouth finally
This
after.
Chad.
Cosmic the MILF Hunter. Let's go.
Chad
This
moves.
Chad. This
Forget-
Chad, dude.
Never
Ignore
forget
the chat.
true value is your character because your character is amazing, and yeah, never forget that. That's the most important
George,
thing.
you're such a fucking charmer. I love you.
Aw.
That's what's up with it. So, iceberg, weight loss, and trying to keep my head above water. I'm going to the doctor in a few days, which I'm very excited about because I have not been to the doctor in like 2 years, essentially.
Fucking
And
COVID.
yeah, it's a nightmare. So I'm gonna see what the fuck is wrong with me. I'm gonna get like my asthma situation checked out, see if I can fix what's wrong with my skin, see if I can work out this like energy deficiency I've had, get some sort of psychological help in my life, and hopefully reach a point where I can be more productive creatively, make more videos, live life to an extent where I'm like at least semi-content with it. So that's what's up. That's what I'm doing over here. Savvy, there he is.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
god.
I'm-
Viper, did you really just make the fucking cup fucking iceberg?
You just noticed?
Viper, it's like I talk about getting groped in a grocery store. He bitches ass. I talk about like going through the shit trying to get psychological help. He makes the iceberg bigger. What the fuck?
I made it bigger like 5 minutes ago.
Why did I just realize it's getting
cool, don't worry
bigger?
about it. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Okay, now I am very interested to hear what's been up with George because you've been MIA for the last 2 months.
We want to hear from you, dude.
You've been sorely missed. So what the fuck has been up with you, man?
All right. I'm gonna say what's in my legal limits.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
are you awaiting trial?
I have to. George has to wait what his lawyer allows him to
Make the
say.
iceberg bigger. Well, he's doing this.
Okay.
Too late.
No! Let George have his conversation.
Yeah.
The man's on trial. He has to explain that.
First, let's hear from the not interesting stuff. I am looking for literary agents for my book, and I've started to the series. That's pretty cool. Clubs have opened up, and you know they're all right. You know, getting some decent batty, but all right. Now for the interesting stuff. Business has grown exponentially. I was in that bed right there, and I had an extremely large amount, and I was just breaking it apart like this. It was fucking crazy. I was literally just grabbing with both my hands and just squeezing it. Oh my god. It was crazy. So much money.
Oh, that's rad as hell.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of expanding my action figure collection.
Ooh!
What a nice change of topic.
Boost up your power level.
Yeah. What else has been up in my life? I haven't been on Discord in like 15 days. Probably way more. What am I talking about? It's been like a month and a half. What I'm gonna do after MapperCast ends is I'm gonna go upstairs for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back downstairs to my computer, and I'm gonna decide if I will spend the rest of the day on Discord to like catch up with all of you, or if I wanna get to more work. So that's what's gonna happen today. And if I come on today, then maybe we'll have a nice big little voice chat in my Dead George's club and like play some Jackbox or something.
Alright, that's
obviously you are all invited. That's a thing.
Well, it depends what's going on my real life friends Discord. Since like, with some of them I still actually have to discuss with 2 of them something regarding renting a flat, so it's actually important.
Are you going out to the city? Rats going out into the big bad world?
Yeah, I'm going to tell more about this shit when it's my turn.
What?
So
hold up. I just switched to my other account and look what happened. Hold on, I'm gonna send it.
What happened?
Did Pablo make the iceberg bigger again?
Look at this. Look at this.
No more adding to the iceberg.
Look at this.
What did he do?
Guess chat. It's now dislike.
Okay.
If I removed.
What changed?
Alright.
Remove the dislike count from YouTube
It's right there.
videos.
That
No, it's 1. No, it shows up as 1 for me.
It says 1 for me as well.
No, it just says I dislike this. It doesn't show the dislike ratio on this account.
Wait, it says it says 0 for me. Let me try again.
Look.
Dislike the stream so we can see if Mindria's account is right.
Okay, everyone, all of you, please dislike the stream right now.
Yeah, okay. Alright, personal lives, let's keep going.
Honestly, just YouTube and the fucking heat. The fucking heat was killing me, dude.
Yeah, man.
Holy fucking shit. I could not sleep the whole day, dude.
Mindria, do you know how much it was 2 nights ago? At
how much?
2 in the morning. 33.
Oh yeah, wasn't there like a heat storm in Canada where like 100 people died from the fucking heat storm?
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't even hear about that.
Fucking fire now! Cyprus has been on fire for like 3 fucking days! And the Gulf of Mexico, did you see that shit?
But
Yeah.
George,
Yeah, it's bad.
in British Columbia, southwestern Canada, where usually it would snow, it was fucking 50 degrees Celsius.
Jesus Christ!
Place.
We're
Fucking
fucked!
It's like at that point in time, fucking the fucking
guys,
desert in
slow down.
Arabia was colder than that.
Last
Oh
couple
my-
of days, it's been like 18 degrees here.
I was frying, dude.
It's like
The fucking windblower didn't even help at all.
I mean, I've been in the
it's-
house of air conditioners, so I don't really
You
feel
know-
much.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
you have an air conditioner. We Europeans have windblowers.
Oh, that sucks. Well, I know how unreliable those are.
I just have a fucking I just have a fan.
Yeah,
And
fan and
no
wind
AC.
blower.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was
Oh,
it was that hot that it didn't even help, dude.
You know, that's why it's a good thing that we have a giant iceberg to cool it down.
Oh my god!
Please come with Huku.
Honestly,
In the
if
name
they
of God.
put giant iceberg to Abu Dhabi, that would be sick. That would
I
be
think it will melt, to be honest.
He's making it bigger. He's making it bigger.
bro.
Why are you?
All right, guys.
Making it bigger.
Guys, I think we got a letter. I think we got a letter.
Who's it from?
A letter. I wonder who
Who's it from?
From
Let me continue with.
Yes, yes. Who's next? Say, say.
Volcano,
Sarkis.
volcano.
Go, your turn.
George is doing.
Guess what? A really important letter.
Say because.
What's the letter?
Put George's video on, Viper.
No.
I ordered my laugh from every single Void iceberg joke about 5 days ago. What a mail.
Alright. Alright. Sabagus, it's your turn, so.
It's my turn to go.
Yeah, just.
Let me continue with the topic.
Yeah.
The viewer.
Being
wish we saw
personal
the
life.
Sabi, I guess.
Yeah,
Is the
okay,
word.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A few things been going on. This endless iceberg project with Cosmic. That's coming into some obstacles, but I think we'll get through it. I'm remaining optimistic, cautiously, but we got this. I hosted SMF. That was a thing. That was pretty fun. Uploaded my first mapping video. That was also a thing that happened. Been enjoying it so far. I got like a series going, and officially a mapper now.
Say a mapping
which is-
series.
Finally,
yeah,
Mapperdonian.
say that. I'm a Mapperdonian now.
Yeah, you're a
I hope you're all
Mapperdonian now.
proud
How
of me.
does it feel?
It was great, actually. I'm proud to be of the nation of Maperdonia.
You're proud of
Citizen
you're proud of the
Dominion of the
the
Republic.
future
Proud of
of
my
Europe's
heritage,
wiki.
my culture, my ethnicity, you know, all that.
So like, I'm gonna leave a comment so you can join the TFOE wiki. Yeah, there's like a bunch of like great mappers there. You should join it. Like,
It's in Macedonia.
Yeah,
Causeway, that 94 is looking very
Sabby.
good.
Sabby, do you want to
Thank
join
you
Map?
for letting me know, like 2 hours into the show.
Guys, Sabby, do you want to join Mapper Vision?
I really want to join Mapper. I know
Yeah,
it's
let-
good enough. But
Yeah,
it sounds really.
I
good.
remember our boy Canary made it second place.
Oh yeah!
Holy-
Congratulations to Canary.
Yeah,
Mapper
Canary,
coming
congrats.
second in the
You
most
fucking
recent
real?
Mapper
Yeah, he
Vision
made-
competition.
Yeah, the Mapper Vision.
Guys, what is Vision? Does it involve us making music?
No, it's
Oh,
TFOE.
Mapper Vision? We're talking about fucking Mapper Vision?
Yeah, we're
Fuck Mapper
talking-
Vision! Mapper Vision is the word. I want
Canary
everybody to
came
understand.
second. How could you?
I want everybody.
Canary.
I want everybody here to understand how fucking terrible and stupid Mapper Vision is. And it's also
No.
like the
No, it's
longest running, longest running community like event.
Hey, hey,
On
hey.
the TFOE, people's like original nations all compete in the capital of their original nations.
But Canary came
Selected.
second. How could you forget about
And
that?
Hey, hey, hey.
consists of everybody like sending each other songs.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's not
Listen.
like I originally thought that Mapper Vision was like a fucking singing contest or like an actual music thing. People just send each other like, I like this song from the Black Eyed Peas. and I like this song. It's an Arabian national anthem from 1972 or whatever the fuck.
Hey,
And they vote.
can I say something?
Boring as shit.
It's okay to hate it if you don't like. Even when I looked at it, I didn't like it either. But I'm gonna let them do their thing. I keep my opinion to
It's okay to hate it. It's
Yeah.
okay
Let
to
me
hate it.
express why I hate it.
You're valid.
Because, like, let me express why.
We're getting off
Because
topic.
on paper, it's like, who kind of gives a shit? It's just like a song bracket poll. Essentially.
Brackets?
What upsets me about it is it occupies the space for what could be something really cool. Like, you know how hard in the fucking paint I would go for, like, a Mapper's fucking karaoke contest? That would be the shit! That would be so fun! But, like, Mapper Vision has occupied all the space in the community for, like, a musical contest, and I hate that. I hate that, and I hate that. We need to rectify this. We need to do a community-wide fucking, like, singing competition. That would be fun!
That would-
That would be
Coin is up,
amazing.
Epic.
I want to do that, man.
But Cosmic, do you want to join the Macedonian Football Federation?
I want to join the fucking Mapper.
Can we go back to the topic?
Yeah. Rap.
Wait, before we go on to the topic...
How the fuck did we even go to this? How did we end up
Guys,
here?
before we go to the fucking topic, the iceberg is getting bigger again. It's getting
It's
fucking
just like
bigger.
what could have been a cool like singing competition became like a stupid fucking Batman LARP session.
Bathroom alarm session.
All right, Rat, your turn.
Fucking
Alright, so
iceberg.
considering the last 2 episode was in the fucking middle of May, there's been a buttload of fucking shit that has happened in my life. Amongst one things, an event that I think it's now been written in the fucking in like the Bible when they talk about the
In the
apocalypse. And the,
Bible, dude.
it's in, I think it's in the
Macedonia.
Bible in the chapter where they talk about apocalypse. It's what's called my 20th birthday party. So COVID restrictions were lifted like a few days prior to when the thing happened, and sacrilege ensued. There was so much fucking shit. The first thing was, aside from my friends, I also had invited Imperial Mapping with his girlfriend. He was there. And what naturally happens with parties is we had a lot of alcohol present at this gardening hut that we were at. And basically, the gist of it is we got pissed drunk, and we also had a hooker, of course, because I have a hooker. Everybody buy hookers. Actually, no. Actually, I think I'm not allowed to say this because this could be addressing kids, and this is
You have a
concerning
hooker or a
nicotine.
hooker?
A hookah.
But if buy a hooker and only smoke hooker stones, which don't have nicotine and all the nasty shit from tobacco, okay, kids? Anyways, so there are plenty of stories. The first thing is apparently the shoes of my father, which he typically wears in the house, they landed in a fucking bush, like near the fucking street. Because like one of my friends in the fucking drunkenness, he just grabbed them, wore them. He thought, actually no, I fucking bought the story. He thought those were the ones for my father, but it were ones for my mother, which made it even more laughable. And one memorable story is when my friends decided, do you have a ciggy? Do you got a fucking ciggy vendor in your thing in your village? And I say yes. When we go to fucking ciggy vendor. And we sat there half an hour trying to figure out how this fucking shit works. We were like pissed drunk at that point. And the moral of the story there was, first thing was the fucking vendor didn't accept the 20 euro bill we wanted to give it. It just fucking spit it out again and again and again. So we got a different bill. We came up with that idea like 15 minutes into it, trying to get the fucking same bill in again, just being spat out again. And then, after we put it in, we realized it doesn't give you exchange. You put the money in, you either use it or you're fucked. It takes the money.
Oh my god.
So we ended up buying like 2 ciggy packets for 20 euros. Pretty sure like 5 or 6 euros were left on the table that night. So we strolled our way back to the gardening house. I smoked my first fucking ciggy because I was so pissed drunk I didn't care anymore.
That's you're calling them stickies.
It wasn't. It isn't something I would like to repeat, honestly. So that's a good thing. I'm not going to get addicted. I'm not going to get a cigarette addiction. Fortunately, one thing also happened. A friend of mine managed. A friend of mine managed to get his hands on some. Can you stop?
Yeah.
My bad.
A friend of mine got his hands on some CBD weed. For those who didn't want to smoke weed, and for me it was extra important because of reasons I'm going to say later on that I don't consume THC anymore. And what if we used a bong to smoke this CBD weed, and like with every experience I had with a bong, I just burnt my entire fucking throat and I basically died.
Put ice in it.
No, that's for pussies.
Yes.
Anyways, that was also
That's for pussies. I'd rather burn my throat.
Apparently also sexually harassed a friend of mine.
What?
I was so fucking drunk. I kept stroking his beard.
You kept stroking his beard.
And made. I guess the comments could be considered more than just flirty, I guess.
Why are you trying to bone your friend?
I was fucking drunk, I have no idea.
Well, being drunk, that just brings out what's in there that you repress.
What is that I'm bisexual?
How you swung that way?
The moral of the story was I was so fucking dead at that evening that I, the host, left before most of the other guests left. Next day, I was completely fucked, and among other, like this evening, like I said, this is in the book of the apocalypse now, because this evening was what's very, very fucking blasphemous. But anyways, this was just one of the many things that happened during that time. I got my first shot of the COVID vaccine, with the second one coming in 16 days.
Which one?
They're probably going to cross-vaccinate me. The first shot was AstraZeneca, and the second one is going to be the Pfizer.
That's a weird double dose, because those are two different, like, one is mRNA and one is like...
Yeah, but studies have shown that it's more effective than just mRNA or just vector. It's like the most effective. The doctors have given out the recommendation now, so that works. Yeah, then the thing is, I'm now completely done with school. I finished my oral exams, and I've managed to get quite a good average throughout high school. For anyone who is German who can make use of these numbers and actually understands, I've got an average of 1.1. Just going out there, and basically, I'm also going to get my what do you call it again? Like the thing you get at the end of each year and so forth. Resume? Is it called a resume?
I don't know. I've lived under the radar my entire life.
The fucking homeschoolers. Anyway, I assume it's a resume. I assume it's called resume. So I'm going to get my resume this week too.
Report card?
Report card, yeah, I guess. Then another thing is, I finally got accepted in the course of dual study I wanted to do, which has thrown me right into the bureaucracy hell that is trying to become a civil servant in the Federal Republic of fucking Germany. Because the first thing starts, because I'm becoming a civil servant, I'm getting thrown out of the state health insurance of my parents, and I have to get private health insurance.
Oh, God.
Then a bunch of stuff I have to go to the fucking the community center to get my fucking criminal report card and that shit to prove that I'm clean, to prove that I don't have any debt or something like that. And it's a whole fucking mess. I'm still in the middle of the process of it. It's far from being done. And another thing is I have to, which is giving me especially a headache because I just can't seem to get a fucking appointment in a normal time frame. Is I need to get like a doctoral checkup at a special doctor's to be approved there, which is also a reason why I've stopped taking any illegal drugs for quite some time now. Because even though they usually don't do drug screening there, it can happen. And as you know, weed can linger on very long in the urine and can be proven that you have done it safely. I've stopped since God knows how long of a time. I didn't smoke. I didn't consume it I didn't consume it regularly anyway, so it should have been gone far long ago. But just to be safe. And what else is happening? Oh yeah, one thing I've tried, which I said I didn't take any illegal drugs anymore. But except like it was yesterday. Yesterday it was illegalized, but I did that before, so it was still legal. I tried microdosing 1 CP LSD, which basically was a legal derivative of LSD, which now has been for like 1 day. I think it was yesterday when they illegalized it. Has been illegalized, and for protocol I don't possess anymore. I haven't consumed ever since it's been illegalized, so I am legally completely in a good area. And my personal experience with that was it basically was like coffee, just that you aren't like that hyperactive. Like it made me awake. It had like some slight antidepressant effects, I guess. So I guess if you can get your hands on legal derivatives of LSD or something and you want to try microdosing, go for it. Only if it's legal though, because like getting LSD on the streets is... There are some risks. Let me just leave it at that. And also, I'm talking about microdosing, not like regularly fucking tripping boards and then getting like psychosis afterwards or some shit like that. So Cosmic, yeah, you should try microdosing.
I would totally be down. It's just so hard to get like any substance in this world. It's so fucking like you gotta have a whole connections and a web.
No, Cosmic, I assume LSD derivatives are not legal in the USA.
No, nothing.
Okay, yeah, because if it would have been illegal, I wouldn't have done it anyway.
I think Kratom's legal.
But Kratom
like
is fucking... It's basically similar to... I've heard not good stuff about Kratom, let me just say that.
I've heard pretty good shit about Kratom.
I've heard it's pretty bad shit, like destroying your testosterone.
Oh no! What will I ever do without all this make you angry and horny juice in my body all the time?
If you literally have like very low testosterone, it basically will cause you to get a depression. Like having like high testosterone levels are also one thing, but if you have really, really fucking low testosterone levels, it's not healthy either. But you notice when you have low testosterone levels, and with that I mean you get depressed and have other symptoms. But yeah.
I wish that was my problem.
Oh yeah, I'm also like I said, I'm also searching for a flat with a few buddies of mine, because I'm moving out of the countryside and going into the mean streets of that are German cities. So.
That's rad, dude. All
Wait.
right.
The entire time have we been talking about Rat's personal life?
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
George. No, George. It was
okay.
interesting.
Let's keep going. Come on.
Okay, Void Viper.
Alright, Viper. Let's go with you.
Swear to God, if the fucking iceberg gets any bigger.
Viper!
Okay, he's not here. Croatian, what about you?
Me. Alright.
Okay.
What the fuck?
God damn it. Okay, so yeah. So basically, other than since my life since the last podcast, other than Cosmic memeing Vorigar and me being Iceberg, my life has basically been just archiving my server, pretty much being disconnected from the whole community itself. I have not logged in. I rarely log into Discord nowadays, and yeah, that's pretty much it. most of my life is involved in real life with work, getting a job, getting job interviews, and all that crap while living COVID. Got my first vaccine shot and all that crap. And I'm getting ready to get the second shot soon. So, but even then, I still don't think life will return to normal, which we'll talk about that in a second. So pretty much my life's just been being disconnected from the mapping community and just doing my own thing.
Good shit.
Alright,
Good shit.
Croatian, how about you?
Reason, what about you?
Alright. I guess now is the best time to talk about this more than ever before, but basically, my current life, at least since the last episode where we talked about like how your 2020 was, or like how your life was doing at that time, whatever. Basically, you know, like the Will Smith song, you know, my life turned upside down for
The Will Smith song. That's the one.
that, yes.
Will Smith.
That man, yes. What's it called? Oh yeah, the Fresh Prince of so dumb. Anyways, basically,
What?
basically,
Yeah. Shark Tale.
what happened was
Look at the train windows. What? What do you mean? Look at the train windows.
the freezing.
God, are they fucking poor Croatian trying to talk and then Viper's just iceberging.
Okay, well, moving on. Basically, what I'd like to say is that you know, we had a bit of a let's say like a third wave of COVID happen earlier the year, and it was like whoa, and this meant that everyone had to fuck up their schedule again and go to online, no like meetups again. It was a pretty strict for a bit, and then it toned down for like a month later, and then that's when like okay, you know, it started going very weird, and then it went even more weird with like the like stuff that we had with called choosing the Croatian Eurovision song. There was like some corruption scandal or something. So I was okay. So even a fun thing can't be good, I guess. And then, you know, like everyone's moods, like in Croatia, suddenly start to get a whole lot like lower. You know, because of everything. You know, the corruption scandals, the fucking political bribery scandals as well. So basically, like the entire month of May, was just scandals for Croatia. At least that's how I remember it. And then, right as about May is about to end, and everything is, you know, probably gonna go back to normal or like slightly normal because we're now going from online school to like real school. I get this cool, or well, I shouldn't say cool. I should say a very immediate message that something has gone wrong with my grandfather, and that my father has to leave the town for like a week. And well, what do I do then? I just, you know, sit and just, I don't know, I'm just in this confused, panicked situation where I'm just like there and oh, I don't know what to do. You know, everything is happening outside of my control. It felt so weird, you know, not having like your life under control. Like everything is now being dictated by what's happening to other people, and you have to adjust to it. So, you know, it was, you know, it happens before, right? But it has never gone this long, you know, where it's just other stuff, and you have to make do with it. And then, as if things get even worse, I talked to my friends and asked, because you need friends for stuff like these when you're just, you know, a bit lonely, or when you're just sad, you just need someone to cheer you up. I asked them, hey, what's going on? And then apparently I get the most fucking weird news ever, and with the fact that his girlfriend has died from COVID.
Oh my god.
Because she had really bad asthma. I remembered that, but like I always like, okay, she probably has those overprotective parents, and she'll never be, you know, weird. But what happened is like, I don't know, man, but just shit went completely 180. She died. My friend was,
Oh.
not there to cheer me up because obviously he fucking needed the, being cheered up. My grandfather now is probably on his deathbed as I was thinking this, and I didn't know what to do. Life was fucking terrible. And then, you know, I just decided to not go to school one day. Just have one day where I'm just gonna close my eyes and hope, just pray to like any higher being. Like I am Christian, right? But I prayed that day to literally every single thing, every single deity that existed. I fucking prayed to, because I just was so lost. I didn't know what to do with my life.
This
then-
typing is
And then
George, calm down with the typing. Grayson is telling a story.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
then like I was like, you know what? My grandfather may be on his deathbed, but at least make it painless. And that was the last thing I wished for before
God, dude.
Fucking hell.
before I went to sleep. And then the day after, I hear your grandfather has passed away quietly in his sleep, and I was like, at least some good news. He would, because before that, being on a deathbed usually means that you're gonna be riding through some agony and pain, because that's how apparently that's how it feels, or like that's how it is when you die, because that would that entire scene, that entire traumatic thing from his news that he's gonna be dying soon to his death was just so traumatic to me. And I was like, I don't want to get old, I don't want to die old. This is it triggered some life questions I didn't ask myself before. And when he died, we got our bags and we went to Istria, because that's where half of my family comes from. And so we go there, we have the, funeral procession and everything all. But, I wasn't really that close to my grandfather, that much until like the last few years. That's when I really started, getting connections with him. But, as he was aging, but it was just felt so empty. I didn't cry for a while until I saw the casket being lowered. Like, I was just emotionless. I was just empty. And I don't think there's a better way to describe the feeling of emptiness than like watching stuff, like people talking about you behind your back. That's how it felt like, just the fact that you're like watching your life through like a computer screen, like a monitor. Like, you didn't know what would happen next, and how everyone was feeling at the time. And as soon as the casket was lowered, I let out a few tears, and it just needed to happen. And I felt a lot better because I guess my body returned to a bit to its normal self and could express itself like it used to before. But other than that, yeah, it felt awful. And then I returned back to Zagreb. I got back home. I was, because when someone of your close family dies, you don't get to go to school for a bit. So I was just sitting there in my bed, thinking to myself, like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, how am I supposed to like go back to this world? Like, at some point, I even thought about like, hey, wouldn't it be better just to end it all at some point? Close.
Dude,
It slowly
Don't.
started into
Don't.
what I would say suicidal thoughts, but not like I wanted to commit it. It's just like it's as if
It was just
conscience.
the only option left for you, is what you thought.
My brain was giving you advice on how to handle certain situations. Like when you talk to yourself, like, what should I do now? You should do this or you should do that. Like your inner voice is speaking, and maybe suicide's a good option. And like, bro,
Before I ask you a bit about this, I just want to ask, like, how are you doing now, man? Like, how stable are you?
I'm doing a lot better now, because
That's good.
A lot
Yeah.
That's
a lot has changed since then. Like especially since school ended, and there was like a whole nother story that happened. Like me getting absolutely bullied by the school teachers, like, hey, you have to do this, even though you don't have to because your grades are gonna stay the same. So it even added a bit more stress. But when it all ended, it's like a sigh of relief passed me by. I don't think people understand, or people that finish school, or people that, you know, don't go to the same type of school that I do. Like, I go to those, I don't know the English word, I guess it's called grammar school, maybe in England, in, like, English, but I go to, you know, that type of school, and they are just hammering in every single test they can. On the last week, the last days of school, I had to answer 2, like, exams. It was just, you know, pain, especially having a week prior, having your, you know, grandfather die beforehand. So it just made no sense explaining it to the teacher. So yeah, I just fucking stuck with it.
That shit.
And then, you know, I finished it. Everything was fine, and then, you know, my life started actually turning up for the better.
That's good.
I got like a present from my late grandfather like that my grandma didn't give me beforehand, because she waited for me to finish school and gave me like, hey, this is what your grandfather would have wanted to give you before he died. And she just hands me in like a little letter, some, you know, some nice, hey, if you're reading this, I'm probably dead, or something like that. I don't know how to translate it very well, but because it's like very Croatian old words and stuff. But then he gives me like, it's a letter where I give like, hey, you know, save this money. He gives me 500 euros. It's, you know, it's a huge amount for a teenager. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save this like for something that's gonna make my grandfather proud. You know, because that's what I'm gonna do with that money. Because that's his money that he gave to me. And the only way I'm gonna spend that money is by me having bought, or like having to use that money for something that he himself would be proud of. And then, like, it was like some good stuff, I guess. Like, I was thankful that I received that, and then I started talking with people. You know, more people started socializing with me, and I started, you know, being happy. And like the entire suicidal drama, it just like completely went out of my mind. And then I met this girl, like, who just clicked with me, and then I asked her out on a date, and she said yes. And
Ooh.
yeah,
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Happy endings.
Oh.
And I guess I feel a lot wiser, you know.
That's
And
good. That's
the one thing currently I would like to change about myself is just getting motivation to do stuff, especially YouTube stuff, because I feel deep inside I want to do more stuff. I should upload more stuff, but why am I not doing that? I guess that's the one thing that I'm currently missing out on.
Yeah, well, we're all constantly a work in progress, you know.
Yeah, everything is a work in progress. I have so many unfinished projects dating from years that have been like 98% completion, but I've never finished it. And yeah, I guess that's my current life up until now.
oh
Wow, dude.
Yeah, that's rough,
Well,
buddy.
that was
Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
yeah.
That was really nice.
I'm glad
Super
you're doing well.
I'm glad
Yeah.
there's space here.
Yeah.
I'm so
That's
glad
a
that,
really
you know, at
tough
least
one.
pretty happy ending. You went through the fucking mud, you trudged through, but you got some notches on your belt and shit. And it sounds like you're dealing with everything in a super healthy way, and you're processing shit and feeling your emotions, which is the way to deal things. It's like half of us just fucking suppress shit and would never was. But you described that shit, you articulated it super well, which indicates that you're feeling this shit and you're growing through it. And I think that's really fucking special. It's a great goddamn example. So again, thank you for sharing. And shit, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I guess I have at least a bowl of ice cream with me to help me talk this through, otherwise I probably couldn't.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, yeah. Take care. Alright, best of luck. Hopefully the future gets better for you.
Yeah,
It's always good to look
looking
forward. Never look back at those suicidal thoughts. They are unhealthy. Okay. Next topic.
What we got next?
Discuss when do you think the COVID pandemic will end and life will return to normal.
Oh,
So,
COVID.
The tone stays.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys,
Okay, so
I heard there's another wave in Europe.
I'm gonna be real with you after hearing what Croatian just had to say. Like, I am completely mentally drained. Like, just from
yeah,
not.
I know.
But
You're getting in the
I'm
bad
saying that in that way. I'm saying it as, please, can we do something happy?
I want to talk about this a little.
Yeah, I want to.
I got some things
Yeah.
to say about it.
Same here.
Poor George.
Yeah.
So
So
interesting.
can I just talk about how we thought the vaccine might be the cure to everything, but really it's not. Like,
Alright, I'm gonna just go get a banana real quick. I'll be back.
Okay, you can get.
so
I wanna
here's
talk
where
about
we're
this a little
at.
bit.
Kurt.
I remember us talking about this
Yeah.
like in fucking April of 2020, and it was a MapperCast poll back then, and the fact that we're still fucking here is like, I really don't have anything poignant to say about it either. It's not like I don't have any grandiose statement or anything intellectual or smart or to say. It's just miserable. It's just miserable, and I hate it. And I've sort of spiritually moved past the place of trying to intellectualize everything and what does it mean? How do we can take something constructive from this and better ours? It's like, no, I got nothing left from it. It just sucks.
I have a
It just
few
fucking
comments.
Sucks.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. Is it sucks and I hate it. And I'm gonna let Viper go. Viper. I have more to say, but I'll save it because it's.
Yeah, so basically with the whole variants, like the change, like I don't know, pretty soon it's probably gonna be like a gamma variant or something. But so as you can see, the vaccine isn't exactly the fix to everything. I mean, it's a good thing we're getting vaccinated. I think for anybody that's thinking about getting vaccinated, they should continue getting vaccinated because it still helps to get vaccinated. But as you see, the virus is always going to keep mutating. They're going to find ways around the vaccine. They're going to find ways around...
That's not the issue, though. The main issue is that not enough people are vaccinating themselves. The vaccines can easily be adapted to any mutation because mRNA vaccines are basically just God on Earth.
Yeah, okay, but so I think, like I mentioned this before, the best solution to this is if we can. I mean, I heard Pfizer's already on it, but it's probably gonna be a while. It's a medicine to help treat COVID if you do get it, and who knows when that's gonna be. This could be many years.
Actually, there's one in research right now. It's actually the best thing is this is not even a fucking new. It's a fucking tapeworm medication that apparently also kills most of the COVID viruses in your blood.
So yeah, so that's so that's when I think life will return to normal is when we get enough of that medication that actually works.
So they're currently conducting a proper study, but there was like a pilot study of it that said like over 90% of the virus in the blood are killed by this.
Yeah, but that's a good sign. But we also have to be skeptical. So even if you're vaccinated, 2 shots, 3 shots, whatsoever. Always maintain like the health safety measures. Wear your mask. Don't be an idiot and not wear your mask. And try to social distance as much as you can. Don't attend like big meetings. Okay. Try to avoid as much of that as you can, please. The only way we can contain this virus is if we keep maintaining this. Wash your hands before you eat. If you felt you touch a contaminated surface, don't put your hands in your mouth or your face. Please, let's try to maintain.
Everybody needs to keep fucking taking this seriously. Like,
and anti-vaxxers, and my message to anti-vaxxers.
Old people do this shit too, but it's a thing with like younger kids. Like I know from observing like my sister and her social circle, not my sister, but like folks she knows. There's like an idea that wearing a mask makes you basic. It makes you like a basic bitch. And oh my god, I can't believe you're still.
Oh my god, I'm gonna upload it.
So here's my message to anti-vaxxers.
I don't give a shit.
Screw off.
Even if you're vaccinated, wear your fucking mask.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't give a shit. It's a little uncomfortable for
guys, don't be me that got COVID-19.
Just don't be miserable.
Yeah.
Wear your mask. Keep it up. Get your fucking vaccine. And I know, like, everybody on the planet who has a platform has said all this shit to people. So I'm not gonna like.
I mean, remember the reason why I got it is because someone coughed in the store, and then I got it through my mom.
Exactly. Like, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Like, that person just coughs once in a fucking store, and then 2 people.
You don't even need to cough.
But I don't.
You don't even need to
Well,
cough. All it
And
takes
then
is
2
one
years,
person.
And it's like the idea here that the question that we're asking, like, when will life return to normal? The answer to that is probably never.
Never.
Probably never.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
when there's medicine to treat it. That's when we can
I
start.
think, yeah,
Like-
but even then, even once there's a medicine to treat it, how accessible is it going to be? Are people in third world countries going to have access?
Oh
Or
yeah,
like,
that's
that's
true.
the
I
thing.
do.
people
thing
in
I
the
want-
United
like,
people in the
one-
United States who don't have healthcare. Are they going to have it? Like, it's going to be
One thing-
inaccessible to a lot of people.
One thing I want to ask is like return to more normal. Does it mean like in the entire world, or does it mean like where we live right now?
I kind of like,
Because those are
yeah,
two
kind of like the
vastly
world we were
different
in before this COVID thing happened. Like in terms of not economics and stuff, that is
It's
not
all
going to
linked
return to
'cause
normal.
the
But
pandemic being bad in another part of the world affects us. Like, it popping off in India creates.
yeah, I'm talking about like everywhere in the world. Basically,
India is going to have plenty of
In-
vaccines
Have
quite
you
soon.
heard?
I'm talking about like Africa, where it's suspected that they're going to get like good amounts of vaccines
Have you,
as late
you
as 2025.
have you
oh.
seen what's going on in India? They're like burning bodies and shit there.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Because of the COVID. Yeah, it-
Genuinely, I don't see the world returning to a state of genuine normalcy. Genuinely, like, living life and going outside. without
for
masks.
a while.
If
I don't
cosmic,
see
cosmic
that
the thing
happening
is,
for a decade. I don't see that us being able to do that until.
Well, I wouldn't say a decade, maybe 5
I would
years.
say a decade, because we're already almost 2 years into this, and I don't see it getting any better in another 2 years when we've had the exact amount of
Cosmic.
time.
for me, it has been pretty much normal life for like a month now.
That's crazy. to me.
I mean,
It's-
Ontario,
And
like,
the thing is, like, even our politicians in Germany said that they're probably not going to do a full lockdown anymore, especially because if the people are fully vaccinated, there is no reason to force them to stay in.
There will be
So
fatigue,
forth.
though. There will be, like, people... Yeah, we won't be doing full lockdowns anymore. We won't be able to fucking contain this thing. We still don't know how long a lot of these vaccines are effective for. Could be years, could be months. It's like, we don't know...
The study with the mRNA
Yeah, I know. They
vaccines
said it
says
builds
that you
over several years. That's promising. But then there's also a lot of folks, especially in Europe, got AstraZeneca, or a lot of people in America got Johnson & Johnson. And it's like...
with AstraZeneca, there also are the first studies that you basically need to get. I think the estimate was once a year, like with the flu vaccine.
Yeah, and then, like, how... I don't see infrastructure for that really ever being...
Wait.
It's like,
We already have.
Wait,
that,
wait,
like, what they did is they basically just diverted it to like the doctors over here. And I don't know if other countries have it. Like, isn't like in the US you go immediately to like a specialist in the area that you think you have a problem with, right?
wait, hold on.
Like if
Hold on.
What, Viper?
I have a
Wait, what?
question. Didn't Europe ban people from traveling to the country, even if they got AstraZeneca, because they think it's not good?
that's stupid. No.
I don't know about
No.
I thought I heard about that.
The only two vaccines that we don't accept is Sputnik 5 because
Russia.
there have been some pretty sketchy reports about the production of Sputnik 5. Like,
I mean, it's from
in
Russia.
Czechia-
What do you
in
expect?
Czechia,
It sounds like a racing fucking
and
game.
fucking Czechia.
My dad has Russian guests upstairs who know everything about Sputnik. I'm going to ask them what they know about it and be right back.
Oh my god.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Anyways,
oh my god, I wish we had his video when he just Naruto ran out of his room.
the thing with Sputnik 5 is that in Czechia they basically tested a sample they got from Russia, and they found shit like every fucking dose they got there was different stuff in it, and some they had alive fucking viruses of the COVID virus in there,
God, that's funny.
which is not supposed
That
to
is
be in a
funny.
fucking vaccine. Like you're supposed to have either dead or like seriously weakened viruses in there. And that's basically why the Sputnik 5 vaccine is not... And I think Sinovac, like the cheap vaccine China produces for foreign markets, is also not really accepted here. Sinopharm, the vaccine that China vaccinates to its own population, however, which is much, much better than Sinovac, that is actually accepted. But
no foreign countries basically get it, or just in very few quantities.
So I just read the
Well,
headline.
even like a vaccine, all the fucking like the getting lost in the vaccine haze. We've already been able to observe that like high vaccination rates don't fucking they help, but this situation is still ongoing.
But
It's
the most important thing though is that the vaccinations has basically shown that it basically disconnects the death rates from the infection rates. Like the infection rates go up ridiculously high, but the death rates don't go
That's
up. Which
good,
is,
but it still doesn't answer. Like even with the high infection rate, still drives lockdowns and the policies of this pandemic. And it's like
the high infection rate is like
I don't see it ending.
they now is to convince people to get the vaccine. Like when I heard in the fucking news that when it comes to the first COVID shots that people get, that Germany surpassed the US, which is a thing that couldn't have been imagined like a quarter year earlier. I was like, what the fuck is happening in the US that they now have less vaccinated people than Germany, infamous for having fucked up the vaccine policy.
I just looked at the headline. Slovakia sells the Sputnik 5 vaccines back to Russia.
Because they're not fucking recognized. That's why they're useless.
I don't want to say anything really, sus, but I feel like this is gonna be a bit of a tangent, but I feel like I kind of agree with Cosmic in the fact that nothing will ever be the same type of normal as it was before. I guarantee you, airlines, airlines, certain ways of travel are gonna be so different and fucked. And also, I guarantee that there's gonna be at least a few countries, if not a whole bunch of countries, that are gonna abuse the COVID emergency powers just so they can, make it easier for themselves to remain in power. Especially somewhere in like less democratically traditional areas. Like they're gonna prolong the COVID pandemic, at least in their country, just so that they can,
Remain in power.
Maintain some
The only country that I've seen so far where that has happened is China, and specifically with Hong Kong. But...
Yeah. It's just
but there's probably gonna be more countries that we're just not getting media reports about. Like I feel like
political
Turkmenistan
fallout.
or like some stands.
I don't know how it looks in Croatia, but stuff looks pretty fine here, Germany, when it comes to coverage and shit.
When it comes to COVID in Croatia, the thing is, we don't really have any more hotspots of COVID, or we don't have general areas. Oh, it's filled with COVID, or we should lock that area down or something.
Yeah, that we don't have in Germany.
But what we do have in Croatia is like the whole banning or just letting in, or trying to basically flood countries like the US or Canada. Like, hey, you can come to Croatia. We allow you to go here. Or like other countries that are very wealthy. Because we're in it for the quick buck of this summer season, so it doesn't matter of the COVID situation in your country, as long as you're a nice wealthy country in the Middle East or in North America or in Eastern Asia, you can come to Croatia, which is what I'm afraid of is gonna probably lead to like some kind of a big influx of people either smuggling stuff into Europe because of that.
Oh my god.
Like Croatia becoming the new Albania when it comes to smuggling drugs, but instead of drugs, it's probably gonna be some like either vaccines, like fake vaccines, or the dumbass stuff like that. Because I've seen, right, it hasn't even been a while since these vaccines have actually been fully here in the market, and I've seen at least hundreds on the streets just being like talked about in the media in Croatia, like news reports like worrying, like just it's basically like some shady shit where since there's a problem with how many people can get on at COVID at the same time, like how many people can get the vaccine. So what some people do is like have the like Albanian fucking neighborhoods just give you water with just like some COVID ass sneeze and inject that, and like, oh yes, that is a vaccine. And that's like the most worrying thing I've ever seen, is people trying to make DIY COVID vaccines.
Oh my god. I mean,
Okay,
wasn't there
yeah,
somebody that got arrested for making DIY fake COVID vaccines in?
They're illegal, right? They're illegal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're illegal
People
in,
still do them.
at least in the United States. I heard that some guy was selling COVID vaccines self-made, and then some people they
Oh my
actually
God.
thought it was true and got owned.
Hey man, some people will take any extent to get like a fucking ticket out of this nightmare. That's been the worst fallout. 2021 has almost been worse than 2020 for me, because at least in 2020 it felt like there was an out. It felt like someday this vaccine would come and I'd fuck my arm with it, and then I'd be able to go out and see my family and my friends and live life and grow and become and just have growth potential. But that window closed when I got the vaccine, and we're still here, and it's still a
feel like,
pandemic.
As I
what's gonna
said, the
happen
vaccine
is, like-
isn't the cure; it's the solution. Well,
It's
it is
not.
part of
Like,
it, but
for
it's
me, it was helpful throughout
progress.
2020 to give myself that checkpoint.
Cosmic, if you
The-
really
the
want to
thing
see,
is, like-
how it's gonna progress, I feel like it's a great example comparing like how the Spanish flu, like after the vaccine
Yeah.
came out for the Spanish flu,
Spanish
just
flu
seeing
went
how
on for
that,
years.
yeah, it went on for like at least like 8 years where it was just like a big thing, like where it still impacted everyone and people had to wear masks and shit.
For real, and that's gonna be our world for a long time. And
Nah,
it's
the
wouldn't say-
difference,
I
the
wouldn't
difference
say
is
as
the
long,
difference
because
between
the
the
difference is
Spanish
100
flu and
years.
COVID is that we don't have proper influenza vaccines. Especially not in like the fucking early 20th century.
Yeah, it's been 100 years. We've come a long way, so I would say like.
Yes,
I
In the West,
expect
in the
at least
Western
in
world,
Europe-
basically what's going to happen is for those people that are already vaccinated, they can do pretty much more stuff on normal. That's what the politicians are currently aiming at, and the other stuff, the other people that are not vaccinated, like the only way we can save them is like getting high vaccination rates, especially for those who can't get vaccinated because they either are allergic to the vaccine or the vaccine just doesn't work on them. Which there are, I know,
That's why
plenty
this
of
shit
people.
still isn't approved for most like children. If you're under the age of 12, you can't get this fucking vaccine, which has kept me inside because I live with my sisters.
Alright, this
Pfizer,
topic's getting
Moderna
long.
trying to-
Shall we move on?
Pfizer and Moderna
Wait.
are trying to get it right now in autumn. They want to get the license, like the approval that they can use it on young
Boyd
children.
wants to move on before.
Yeah,
we do
because I need to
George.
get food, and I don't know what to say in the next topic.
George, do you have anything?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
George
Alright.
just listened in on his like
Russians.
fucking friends talking about the
just hope we
Sputnik
get the
vaccine, and he just comes back with, "Nope, I have nothing to say, guys."
I already know how to start the next topic, by the way.
Okay.
Oh.
Great
Alright,
introduction.
next topic. Discuss MapperCast episode 93. I'm gonna go
This
get
is the
food.
dumbest topic in that we've ever done. There was nothing that happened. There was like, why? Minjir wrote this in as like discuss the episode 93 failure. And it's, what do you? There was no failure. It was fine. There was
Cosmic.
I
there was a
described
tiny-
it as a meme.
Cosmic, let me
That was a
explain.
meme.
There's a
Let me
tiny
explain to
little
me.
technical glitch where we didn't record the first 20 minutes in Bandicam, and that
Oh my god.
that was
Cosmic.
it. That was it. And it's like, oh, let's make this a topic of discussion on the next
Cosmic.
show we do.
The issue, rather, is that it was only you and Batran.
Well, we've done so.
And-
That was literally the
You
first
didn't even
episode.
mention us
The
that there was
first
gonna happen.
episode. The first episode I ever hosted was just me and Batran, and then guests.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
That's
but-
certainly the first episode 16 of MapperCast. The only members that were on that were me and Batran, and nobody
Wait, really?
points to that and says, "Fucking discuss the episode 16 failure." Like,
Cosmic, the thing is, like, the issue is that you didn't probably communicate that this was
I
happening.
messaged you.
Yeah,
No.
you know what the thought was? You messaged me on the same day that it was happening.
Mindra, do I really need to tell you why I didn't contact you for that episode?
Yes, I
Cosmic.
know.
Do I
You know-
really need to?
You know what was happening when you sent me that message?
What was happening?
I was sitting at a lake with friends, smoking a hookah. And then I opened Discord, I read that, and then I guess I closed it, and then when I came home, I wrote to you.
Look, I'm sorry, everybody. Okay. It was fine for what it was. I assumed that if all the members couldn't make it, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Because at the end of the day, I was most focused on my presentation because I was presenting, so I didn't have all the time in the world to produce MapperCast. And also, time doesn't exist. It's a fucking illusion. It's not real. If you haven't yet shattered the illusion of time linearity, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing for the last year and a half. Give me my coffee. Next topic.
Epic.
Epic.
Next topic? I just got back.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. No,
Next topic is our thoughts on people who identify as transracials, and this is the ocean is on fire. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
The thing with even though it comes from a completely different background, the whole
we can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
the whole fucking
George, we can
transracial.
hear you.
Yeah, hello. The whole fucking transracial thing seems like the fucking super straight thing. It's constructed out of fucking nothing.
Exactly.
And it's
like
just
3 people were there were 3 eccentric losers on TikTok, and then the whole internet going, oh my god, this is the problem with the feminism in the modern age. And it's like, shut up! I don't care that like 3 12-year-olds on TikTok said, actually, I'm black. Let them be black. I don't care. I don't give a shit. The ocean is on fire. For all of these dumb little like TikTok fucking like, oh, there's other kin, and then this person thinks they're water sprite. This guy thinks they're Latino, but they're not. They're Filipino. I don't give a shit. My answer to all of these are the ocean is on fire. That's
Cosmic. Do you want to know the funniest thing?
Yeah.
The worst part of this, it didn't originate. The drama didn't originate on TikTok. It, of course, as any good, dumb, and time wasteful drama, it came from Twitter. And it started because a British guy listened to so much K-pop that he decided he wanted to be like his K-pop idol. So he spent and blew around $10,000 on plastic surgeries to look Korean. I shit you not.
Yeah, he went
that
on
what-
Dr.
is that
Phil
what-
like a couple years
this is
ago.
actually a huge issue, by the way, in China.
It's a Dr. Phil level societal issue that we're discussing.
Cosmic. Actually, there's a huge issue in China right now. Basically, you can get fucking like surgery for like aesthetic stuff. I don't know what the fuck it's called in English.
Botox.
Plastic surgery for all kinds of stuff, and basically like a fucking casino, and the fucking like you can get it pretty everywhere. And the issue is that because K-pop apparently has blown up in China, a lot of the girls, especially on there, want to look like them, so they get plastic surgery. Not completely like, a thing which you should think about thoroughly in advance because it has consequences, especially if it's poor quality. It's like a huge issue in China that now all the people in China are doing this to look like more like the fucking K-pop artists and from fucking South Korea, like wanting to look Korean, or like the archetype of Korean is actually a huge fucking issue in China right now.
I think let them. Who cares? Let them be Korean, man.
Let him be. I don't care.
But who of the fucking health system in China is going to really enjoy it once the fucking people come with all kind of medical complications because you know.
Well, that's a plastic surgery issue. Plastic surgery in its own right is so fucking. We don't have the technology to master that shit yet. Every plastic surgery person just looks like a goddamn nightmare fucking AI generated image brought to life. Like, do not put Botox on your face. It's a fucking. Do not turn yourself into a fucking JCPenney Marshall's goddamn display piece statue. You're not. It's a nightmare. Stop doing that. Just let your body age. You're gonna look a million times better just seeming a little bit older versus like being a nightmare fucking person. It's don't do that.
You know what? I feel like China is like the parallel universe of like if the US didn't have morals and was 10 times filled with more people. Like money is the like people in China they become powerful. They enter politics just to get money. Like in the US, you have money, then you enter into politics. It's like China is the what happens if America's like
in the
money.
United States too much credit here.
No, listen. China is basically if America and India, right? India's population, America's wealth, and then like fucking, the Asian sense of doing everything better than the rest of, and that's how you get China. You get no morals, and you get the fucking weirdest stuff. Like people
Have
cloning their
morals, though.
babies, people cloning their babies, fucking billionaires doing the weirdest.
What are you
Yes, I
talking
saw.
about,
I
man?
saw. this-
Yeah, I
saw
would like to
this
see
on
that
Talking
study.
about the no moral clone.
I would like to see the evidence for that.
You know what I'm curious about? How much social score you lose or gain by getting plastic surgery.
An army of Chinese clone babies with no morals coming to get us.
No. You know how like China has this social score system. I'm wondering how that
Sarah-
works.
Cosmic Sarah is in MapperCast voice.
Oh wow!
Get
All right,
there in
everybody.
here.
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. I think. Works.
You like the
Hello.
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 Oh, we're
Hello.
talking. What the fuck are we? We're talking about Chinese clone babies. What the fuck?
We were talking originally. We were talking our thoughts on people who identify as transracials. Now we are back to China somehow. I don't know.
No comment.
My answer is the ocean is on fire, and the 3
Yeah.
TikTok people who think they're Indian. Let them be Indian. I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I do any of us? I don't even know, man. That's such a topic far beyond the reaches of any of our understanding. Transracialism. What the fuck?
I personally identify as Hittite.
As Hittite.
Yes.
Yeah, again, like if you said that and you meant it completely earnestly, more power to you. I don't care. Be
I
Hittite.
feel like we need someone much smarter than us to comment on this.
It is kind of interesting.
Guys,
Like, if we're,
don't worry about it. I got
Let's
you.
get Batron on here. Let's get Batron on here.
no, we don't need Badger's
in.
take.
We need Badger's take.
Trans-American is
What do you think about transracials?
Trans-Americana.
Oh
No.
my god.
No!
Tax
George.
reference.
That's reference!
George,
Batron.
that sounds like a fucking neocon would pull out a propaganda against the Biden administration.
Alright, I say we move on.
Biden
Oh my
doctrine is
god, it's another
Francis.
stupid topic that I hate.
10 seconds before we move on, I would just like to say that if you're
Chinese clone babies are
transracial,
coming for us.
right? Can you say the N-word if you were born as white and then made your skin black?
Oh, no. We're not having this.
I don't think any of us have the authority.
You can say the N-word if
let's
you
not
get the
even bark
N-word
on the
pass.
fucking door, dude.
Don't
Let's
say
not.
the N-word.
You can only say the N-word if you get the N-word pass from your black peers.
Food black.
That is a good
Black,
point.
you're not even your black friends, you're black peers.
Guys, alright.
Alright, next topic. Newest
No.
Windows 11.
George.
George has a whole take, he's gesticulating and shit.
Listen. The N-word is the one irrationality that I take for some reason with absolute severity. Honestly, I think the word is a weapon and the African American community language to break down systematic racism. Personally, I think that's bullshit. I think it's a word. But for some reason, I feel very uncomfortable saying it, even around IRL, like, even around just white people. I mean, on Discord, I used to say that shit all the fucking time.
Oh my god.
That wasn't really a point as much as a confessional.
Yeah, that was
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, piece of statement. Don't worry about it. Gotcha.
I'm using
I
the
mean,
N-word.
I mean, the answer is like, if Michael Jackson, if he could say the N-word when he was black, then does that mean he would have been able to say it when he was white?
He had a skin condition. He can't.
Yes,
He could.
yes. But
This is the worst topic.
Do you still think he was using the word?
I don't think he said anything, but ever.
The real question
Michael
is
Jackson
kind
was a
of
megalomaniac, but he wasn't a fucking N-word.
Viper kind of has like Viper energy.
The
Michael Jackson
Viperian.
might have been a child rapist, but he didn't say those things. Come on now.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Talk about the new Windows 11.
Are you still expanding the iceberg? What the fuck, Viper?
Windows 11. Windows
Okay,
11
next
was
topic
announced.
is we're
yeah.
gonna discuss Windows 11.
All right, so a
Windows
couple
like
things.
Topic.
Yeah.
I
No.
Kinda saw
Cosmic.
this coming.
Windows 11. Let me explain to you.
Oh my
Windows
god,
11.
guys, one at a time.
Windows 11 might be the last straw to that not only on my laptop, but that I permanently install Linux on my. The
Oh my god, you psycho.
fucking Windows 11 looks like they just went to a Mac OS and fucking copy pasted the OS onto a fucking Windows. I hate Mac OS.
Okay. I've been very
Mac OS
public in the
I've
past.
I've
saying
used Mac
that
OS.
the Mac OS X is more. I prefer the look versus Windows.
I hate
in terms
Mac
of
OS,
like utility, usability, all that shit. Windows takes the cake. Mac is just more user friendly, or at least it was. Like I've been using Mac. Okay, 2008, 2010 Mac computers. Absolute titans of user friendliness. I've never anybody who's like been in the Himalayan mountains, crashed in fucking World War II and still thinks a war's going on, comes out, they could use a Mac. And I appreciate that because I'm stupid and I don't want to think about anything I do. I don't think about it. I want to just live in a house. I want to pay for it and I want to sit down and I want everything to work. I don't want to ever have to tool away with fucking pipes and wrenches and shit. I just want the house to work. I don't want to have to ever think about what's happening with my operating system or computer. I just want to turn it on, have it work, and not have to have any mental anguish along the way because I'm already so tired, guys.
Why do
I'm
they
so
even need
tired, I
another
wanna be
version?
asleep.
Cosmic,
Didn't
I
they
don't want
I'm
to
gonna
have
do a
to think
Minji.
about anything.
Also,
I'm
can we
gonna do a Minji, and I'm gonna
Logo.
say that is the most American thing I've ever heard. I want to come back to a house and
Fucking
do
joke,
nothing.
shut up.
It is. It was sure. Like that. I guess my American coming through. Good. I have a passion for not
Being
filling my life with menial, useless bullshit. I want to keep shit dense.
I
I
thought-
want to stay focused on the plot. I don't want no filler. I don't need to twist knobs and shit all day. I don't want to have to worry about what's in my computer or how to use it or the code or the fucking open up thing or the percent app data Minecraft. Fuck that. I just want it to work. And I appreciate that.
Remember when they said they were gonna keep Windows 10?
Yeah.
Remember when they made that promise? Look, it's fucking Windows 11. What the fuck?
Honestly, I like what they did. I like Windows 11. I think it's good. That's my take.
Do you like the
Alright.
central bar?
You guys
I'm
can
going-
fucking come and
Alright.
crucify me. I don't
My
give a shit.
take is going to be
Bar is
I.
cancer.
Central bar is epic.
My fucking take is I'm installing fucking Linux Mint in the next year. If this
The
happens.
central bar is fucking epic. It's the
Like
way
it-
it's meant to be.
I
The
mean,
first thing
the
that's
real
going to
question
happen is
is-
I'm not going to update to Windows 11. The second thing is as soon as Windows 10 runs out of support, I'm going to get fucking Linux.
I have a few comments about this.
What was Sarah gonna say?
I was gonna. Is it forced? Is it a forced upgrade?
Yeah, in 5 years. In 5 years, yeah.
Eventually,
it seems
but-
like there's nothing to worry about then, fellas.
Eventually,
I
they-
understand
most
half the
people moved
topics
away
on this
from
show
Windows
are just the
7.
mapping community being afraid of change and just going, oh my god, they're gonna get rid of the dislike button and they're gonna fucking change the YouTube format a little bit.
Oh
It's
my
like half of what we talk about.
I have.
Yeah.
Can I go?
forgot I was
operating
here.
systems are a bit different though.
Can I comment? I've been waiting to
The
comment.
recycle
I
bin.
personally think that Windows has been a shitty OS since a while.
Can I comment? Oh
Really,
my
yeah.
god.
Go
Let the
on.
man-
So-
Viper.
This Windows
By now, I
11,
mean-
as somebody, let me, as somebody that's a big fan of Windows, and I prefer Windows over Mac, only because I've been used to Windows for the past 10 plus years, and also I didn't run into compatibility issues with some games like Mac does. But I think this Windows 11 is a move that Microsoft was going to do anyway. Because they might have said, oh, Windows 10 is going to be the last one, or something like
What's
that.
the point of keeping a
But
promise
like,
staying
if
on
they are a business too, right? So
Yeah, they're
it's
just
no
making
surprise they're
videos.
gonna try to
It's like-
do
and it's been
something
6 years.
different. All right. So one of the first things I did notice is they're getting rid of blue screen of death for some reason. We're replacing it with
The Biblicist.
black screen of death.
Wait, black screen of death?
Yep.
I don't like.
Whoa,
That's
I don't like
back.
that. I don't
That's
like
scary.
it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's
And like you mentioned, the central bar, I hate it. I think if somebody wants a central bar, it should at least be customizable. You should be given the
do think it should
choice.
be an option.
You should be given the
Yeah.
choice of either using the central bar or the the usual Windows left bar, whatever.
I
And
feel like you can change that.
yeah, it's not very
Oh,
clear to
just
me.
I
not.
saw some people who actually do it and they change
I
it in
thought the
like
whole controversy is that fucking you couldn't change it.
Apparently you
Well-
can now. Yippity
Well,
doo.
if that's the
Someone's
case,
like
that's a good
usually
thing.
not
I think
privacy
that's a very good
ridiculous.
move for Microsoft. I mean, let's be honest. For those who upgrade to Windows 10, who here uses Cortana?
Cortana.
Every day.
But that was removed sensibly.
I
Oh.
will say I like that they called it Cortana. I think that's fun. That they put,
Oh,
they
I
put like
see.
a video game AI in the computer. Like that's cool. I like that.
That is very.
I did not use
But-
Cortana at all. I
That being
think,
said, yeah, I've never used it.
yeah, I think they got to be careful with things they add because if it ends up like Cortana 2.0, no one's gonna use it,
Cortana
or at least
4.0.
not a lot of
AI
people gonna
shit
use
is
it.
Putting the like goofy named like AI and shit, like you're a 1960s super spy opening your garage.
Yeah,
Like, that's
but-
fun in the
Yeah.
context of like laying around in the fucking living room and being like, "Oh, Alexa, play the fucking jazz now and turn the toaster
Don't tell
on."
that my
That's
fucking
cool.
Alexa almost heard it.
I never needed that in my computer. I never, because you're sitting down, you're working, or you're playing a video game. It's a very like personal thing that you're doing. Everything is super interactive. It's you. I don't need my AI assistant right now. I need my AI assistant to like deliver me drinks and shit and do fun stuff when I'm lounging around on the couch. So I've never found a use for Cortana in my life. Are they getting rid of it?
I don't know, but I just know that if they add something in Windows 11 that's something like Cortana, it's gonna fail.
They're not gonna get rid of it. They're just gonna keep it there.
Yeah, but
But
I'm not really sure why.
I'm not gonna directly accuse Windows 11 of this, but I do wonder how much of my privacy am I giving up again by going to Windows 11?
What do you mean? How much
Wait, what do you
privacy?
mean by
I'm
private?
trying to know your social security number, right?
No, but like,
Prohibitionist
it's kind of like
only allowed
this.
in Windows now.
Windows 10 had more like
That's why we
tracking
call it Windows.
things settings enabled that somebody has to actually go through it and disable it themselves. I wonder how much of that I have to go through again, and how much of that is given option to disable it is given
how much
to
of
me.
this that you've obsessed over exposing like it does not matter at all. Like how like
Well, it is a privacy concern. Like, you don't want to get something like Equifax having a database leaking your social security number, insurance
who's gonna
number.
leak your socials?
No one's
security number
but
then?
for
Like,
it to win.
if you're living an above the board life on your computer and you're not like partaking in fucking like deep web drug networks and shit, like you're not, unless you're getting into sketchy business where you would be a target of a social security leak. Like nobody's gonna.
I know, but I'm not. It's just something I question. Is I wonder how much Microsoft's gonna add that. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, another thing I hate, the integrated Microsoft Store. I hate it.
Oh, fuck the Microsoft.
Fuck that.
Fuck
shit.
the Microsoft.
I bet you they're gonna add that back.
It's.
whoever
wrong with
uses
it?
the
Tell me.
Microsoft
It just
Store.
interferes with applications sometimes. that-
Yeah, I know.
You could have a really easy, fast web download or a separate application, or you can get it through the Microsoft Store. It's like,
And take
Is
3
that what it's
years.
there for?
Yeah.
I've only heard,
Yeah.
like, I only know about the Microsoft Store because it's the one storefront you can still buy, destroy, build, destroy on. So
Okay.
in
I-
that context, like I think it's pretty epic.
I mean, I'm trying to download something that I know it's safe, and I've had it on my previous computer, and then my goes like, "Oh, Microsoft Store," and you gotta upgrade to
How
this
else
and
would
that.
you watch
It's
destroy,
the fucking
build,
Microsoft. I hate about fucking modern OSs that they basically mask half of the shit where it's installed, where it's fucking stored and shit. And if I want to like fix something because something's corrupted or something, I have to dig in, like circumvent that shit and go into CMD cons and what bullshit. And it's
I
like,
certainly agree with that point.
Here's the problem.
in
with
the,
that.
in the meantime, like every I have a Raspberry Pi at home, which is basically like a small microcomputer that runs Linux-based OS. If I've set up a fucking web server on it, a cloud and whatnot, no problems. Like I can go deep with Linux. You can go deep into the system files, change whatever the fuck you need to change. Like You can add the DOS to your desire. With Windows, half of the shit is masked and one shit. God forbid fucking macOS. macOS at least has a terminal like Linux,
Okay.
so you can install shit over like.
I need to drop the take on this. I respect their mission to completely disconnect me, the user, from having to know anything at all about how the computer works. I respect that intent, but their problem is they create a fucking nightmare situation behind the scenes where nothing works, so you do not have the ability to go in and investigate all this shit. It's hidden behind layers and layers and layers of user-friendliness, but the core system is still balls and ass and doesn't work, and it needs you to go back there. If I'm going to a fucking local community theater, I don't want to have to peek behind the fucking curtain and see like how the scene setup is going. I want the scene to just work. I don't want to have to know how they're prepping for their solos.
The thing
But
is, not the
if they're coming out
reality.
and they're not doing the solos right, they're coming out and going, "Oh, yeah, here and my name is Hamlet." Maybe I do need a page and make sure that everybody's reading their scripts right.
My problem with
So-
that.
I respect their need to keep the fucking ropes tied around the curtain, but if they're gonna tie the ropes around the curtain, fucking rehearse your lines.
My problem is it was not even user friendly to begin with.
No one's even gonna address that wild analogy that makes no fucking sense.
It makes all the sense.
No.
The point is, okay, if I'm going to see the opera, I don't want to have to go behind the fucking curtain and make sure that be the script supervisor. Everybody should just be reading their lines. But if they come out and fuck up their solos, I need to be given the right to go backstage and make sure everybody's reading their scripts right. The problem is they're fucking up their solos and keeping the door locked.
I don't understand.
You understand?
No, I don't understand.
No, I don't understand how that relates to computers.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Like, I understand
The
it.
point is, Alright, you go.
I understand it thematically. It doesn't make any real sense.
What makes sense is I don't want to have to fucking think about how any of this shit
I know
works,
you don't want to
man.
think. I know
I
you
want
don't
to
like
open it and I
thinking.
want it to work. Like, I'm thinking about how the fuck to make a good mapping video. That's what I'm thinking about. How do I get out of bed today and how do I write this script? I don't want to have to ever think about how the computer turns on or works or some shit. I just want it to turn on and everything like cursory to work. The computer is the canvas in which I paint. I didn't build the canvas. I'm not a canvas expert. I'm the artist with the paints.
That makes slightly more sense to me.
Yeah, alright, that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
But at the end of the day, man, I think
Your analogy made all the sense.
okay, I think at the end of the day, like there are people that are gonna be more comfortable with Linux, people comfortable with Mac, people comfortable with Windows. I think what Microsoft is doing with Windows 11 is, despite the previous point, is just probably another way to make money. That's all I see. That's how I see it.
Brain. Okay.
I think we can definitely argue. Yeah, if you're going to make those takes, then you have to take pride in your brain being a little bit smooth.
It's not smooth. My
Alright.
brain is streamlined. It's
then you're
it's
just-
aerodynamic.
You are. That's slightly a bimbo take. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
is okay. It is not a bimbo take. It is a 21st century take.
It is certainly a bimbo
Back
take.
in the
for
day,
sure.
you had to like in 600 AD, you had to know how to fucking like mortar your bricks and keep your hay bale roof from caving in.
Uh-oh,
And
here we go
also-
again with this.
And also be able to be a blacksmith. I shouldn't have to worry about that anymore. It's 2021. My
So,
fucking roof should just be able to stay over my head. I shouldn't have to think about the roof. I should just do my business under the roof.
Speaking of
Losing the
canvases,
point within the story.
hey, speaking of canvases, shall we move on?
Fuck it, keep up.
Does
See, I can
anyone
follow
have
you
anything
because
else to
I got a
say?
streamlined brain. I don't have like all the garbage about how to work computers fucking
You
clouding.
can follow
the
it because
point.
you're the one making the story.
Hey, guys! Anybody else has anything to say, or are we gonna move
All
on?
the space in your brain that could be used to follow my story is being occupied by like how to get dust off your CPU. Like that's the problem.
Moving on.
Oh yeah, dust in the CPU. I need to
Moving
get the
on.
dust out of my CPU soon. 'Cause
Okay.
it's
You
getting
should
more
hire a
dusty
guy
than
to do
ever.
that. You shouldn't have to accept having that be your responsibility.
Well, if I look at it, it's really dusty. So yeah,
There might be a spider in there.
yeah. There is a spider web in there,
Oh, okay.
but the spider is long gone, man. Alright, next topic will be discuss media minute. What piece of art media has had the biggest impact on you in the last year?
Okay, we'll go down the line. This is another recycled bit from the last show that we did in SNF. I wish Batran was here. It gives me a second to, like, think whenever he's here. But I'm at the start of the line whenever it's not. Okay, if we're talking about the last year, as in, like, 2021, and not starting in July 2020. Super early in the year, I got real into, like, fucking Infinity Train, and that had a huge impact on me creatively and shit. That show was just what an absolutely exemplary piece of fucking, like, contemporary science fiction. So fucking innovative and beautiful, emotionally resonant, like, deconstructs its own tropes in really cool fucking interesting ways. Every season has its own, like, shit to say and thematic narrative shit going on. I love it. Great show. Definitely, though, in the last year, the piece of media that has had the biggest impact on me, fucking far and away Bo Burnham's Inside. What a fucking amazing movie. That shit, like, has skyrocketed to my favorite film of all fucking time the last month. It could not be a more, like, just condensed, exact fucking, picture painted of the pandemic experience. It's fucking hits every goddamn note of this nightmare, like, infinite cycle that we're all stuck in. What it means to be, like, stuck in one room with nothing else to do but be creative, while simultaneously having, like, all of your self-worth connected to your creative output, and, like, what that does to you. Fucking absolutely one of the best movies of all time. It's really the first, like, huge piece of art that I think has covered the last even, like, 5 years in any sort of genuine way that connected and wasn't just, like, John Oliver riffing about Trump's ties or some shit. It really covered what it feels like to live in an apocalyptic late-stage capitalist hellhole with no, like, hope of escaping in a genuine way. And good movie. I really liked it. George, how about you?
What's up?
What piece of media has had the biggest impact on you in the last year?
Ooh, what a question. What a question.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, all right. I have an answer that's kind of a cop out, but I'm gonna say my cop out answer and then an actual response. So the cop out answer is my book, because when you start as we're all mappers, like, it's not really so prevalent in mapping because the characters are countries, but when you're writing a story with, like, human characters and, like, those carnal motivations, like, you learn a lot about yourself when you, because at the end of the day, when everyone writes a story, they all imagine sort of taking parts from their lives and twisting it. That's how, at the end of the day, we're always going to envision it. A lot about the human spirit, its ability to persevere, its ability to fail as well. But I think that's what's so beautiful about life. Okay, actual answer. Let me think. There have been no good movies, like, recently. I mean, probably the best films that I have seen in the past year are War for the Planet of the Apes and Terminator.
Fuck yeah, Monkey Rise Up.
Monkey Gang, rise up.
Honestly, Monkey Rise Up, but that series is, it's so good.
Monkeys be rising.
I really recommend you all to watch the new trilogy. It's fucking brilliant.
Not gonna take it.
Okay, but alright, I don't know if anyone's mentioned this, but music, actually. Music, like, me personally, I listen to music basically all the time. And, of course, your music changes depending on the mood you're in. Like, about a year ago, oh my god, it's 2021. It's been 2 years. Okay, alright, yeah, okay, well, doesn't make any sense.
2020 doesn't count, man. I do not give that year the dignity of being an actual 12-month slot in time. It's fucking, that was like a week. Doesn't count.
Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Alright, man, cool, shit.
God damn.
Mindria.
I actually don't know. Fuck. Keep going. I'll probably remember something. Sabby, you go.
Alright, is it my turn? Alright.
Yeah.
In terms of like movies and TV, not much been going on the past year or so, but there is this one little indie game that I quite enjoyed, right? It's called Among Us. It's where you play as
God, I hate you because that just gave me the biggest fucking dose of fucked up deja vu I've ever had in my life. I was staring at I was looking at George's, like, George was looking down like that. I was thinking to myself, like, do not say Among Us. Do not say Among Us. You said it! Okay, hold on. I've dreamed this before. I need to go get coffee. Jesus!
Coffee! Cosmic, you can't get coffee if it's frozen.
You killed him. You killed him, Sabby.
I think we just ejected Cosmic.
Yeah, look at his coffee. Look at the mug.
Oh my god, what did you do now? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, it's all icy now.
Wait, no, that's not even the final phase. There's one more.
That's not the final phase. What's the final phase?
It's taking a while to save.
Thanks, George. Thanks, George. You don't need to break that.
Okay, it should be live
we
soon.
Get it. Among Us fucking.
Hey, mine. Hey!
Fucking Jesus Christ.
For fuck's sake.
Among Us.
No, mine. Look at the ice now.
Oh my god, what did you do, buddy?
Can you like stop?
Jesus. Can you stop torturing people?
He needs to do. He needs to do.
How much ice can you pack into that fucking cup, dude? Fuck. Do you guys see this? This is P comedy Viper.
You should put this on MapperCast highlights. The ice.
How are we supposed to put this on highlights? Evolution of the fucking MapperCast cup.
Yes,
Every year.
Exactly. You know the cup's also cracking too.
Does the cup have lore? Is that what we're getting? But
Cosmic, look at the cup.
Cosmic, do not look at the fucking cup. Look what he has done.
What? Don't look at the cup?
Don't look at the cup. Look what he done.
Like,
the club?
The cup. Your mug.
Cup.
Oh,
Your
it's my
fucking
mug.
mug.
Oh, you son of you bitch. I'm happy. I look like the princess from fucking Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
You look like
I'm the ice princess. No, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Excuse you.
I guess. Oh, shut up. I guess.
But yeah, like Sabby said, and inside of Among Us, it's Fall Guys. Okay, Red, go.
I guess it's now my turn. So, a piece of media that has influenced me quite a lot this year, which actually has revolutionized my life. It was Daniel Mapper's Ordinary Future of the World and Country Boy.
Fucking call right now.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say mapping as well, like mapping in general.
Whoa, you kicked him. What the
You
fuck?
want to say PAX?
This is over.
Oh, you kicked Rat? Cosmic? Wow, Cosmic.
Cosmic is gone.
God, he's been ejected.
Oh, yeah. Cosmic. Oh, since you ejected Rat, I'm gonna do something.
Cosmic, you got ejected.
Anyway,
One
I don't.
kick is 2, it becomes passe.
Yeah, the first one was mine. I didn't know who the other two were. But anyway, I don't really have a media. I guess the fucking Steam Summer Sale caused me to buy the fucking Valve bundle.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I saw you play Half-Life.
yeah, so
Good
that's
shit.
happening.
Good shit.
Well, Cosmic, since you kicked Rat, That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
Okay, Viper, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna tell us what piece of media impact.
What is
Mapping.
Mapping.
Which series?
Mapperdonia.
Mapping. Haha. Why like so positive?
No, because it really had. Like, look at me. I'm still here after like.
You're still here mapping.
Well, no, I'm still here. Like, imagine if I didn't. Look.
Disconnected you've been.
Look, imagine if I haven't started mapping in 2014. I would have never met anybody here. I wouldn't be here now, and I wouldn't be expanding the
But it's
iceberg.
2021. This isn't the most impactful media of 2014.
Oh, you're asking to. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Alright, fine. I'll re-answer then. In 2021, the biggest media that has impacted me is a media that I created this year that I will not show for personal reasons.
New episode?
On something?
Frozen Europe season 2.
No. It's not
Season
mapping
3.
related. It's not mapping
Season
related.
five?
It's just something I
Frozen.
did on my own.
Is it
Hello?
Viper,
Viper
what are you gonna?
OnlyFans?
Viper, when are you gonna do the Billie Jean dance?
That's Cosmic's job, not mine.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Always been lying.
Okay, what about George? Did George do the Billie Jean dance?
Why are you bringing it? Billie Jean? Why?
Look at the iceberg!
I'm just asking
Look at the
George.
iceberg!
I'm
That's
asking
why!
George if he would do it. Would George do it?
Listen, Billie Jean dance is a miracle of the earth. It can only be performed by one person, and that person,
Understandable.
Luke,
Is covered in ice.
Yes! Full name! That's what's up.
Luke Fischer.
Is covered in ice.
I can perform another dance,
Another?
Smooth
but I'm not
I
going
wish we could do
to.
something in
criminal.
tandem. I wish, like, we got to a whole. What's like a duo Michael Jackson dance?
When does Billie Jean?
There's
does
a
is
way
like
you make
smooth
me feel.
criminal.
You need a MapperCast
It's like
dance
he
off.
brings on like a sexy fucking co-star to come up and be like, "This is me and my ass and my tight skirt." Like you.
I'll
Can do
be,
that.
I'll be the ass in the fresco.
Can we have a MapperCast dance
That's
off?
what's up. Oh yes, make that ass work.
Make that ass work, George. George, make that fucking ass work. Oh, he's gone.
What topic are we on?
Choose you, mapping nerd,
Mapping Expo.
mapping expo.
We
Okay,
were-
fine. Sarah,
Okay, Sarah.
piece of media.
I don't know, feminization, hypnosis. I don't know what the fuck you want from me. Let me see. In this last year, like a piece of media that's had an impact on me, or a significant impact. Fuck. New Ratchet and Clank game was fucking epic. It was
New
cool.
Ratchet and Clank.
The new Ratchet and Clank, that was nice. I saw Ratchet and he did the thing. No, but it was genuinely awesome. I don't know. 2021 was a bad year, but that was a good game.
Yeah, good. Yay, Ratchet and Clank. My favorite Pixar movie.
George
Yeah.
frozen on that spot.
I'm laughing at the iceberg. I'm sorry.
Viper.
Mapping Expo.
Yes.
What did I
It's
miss?
so big.
My screen went blank for 20 seconds. What did I miss?
It did. It was funny.
Croatian, finish this so we can do the next.
All right.
I thought you guys were doing something serious.
I might get judged from the
Alright.
chat if there's anyone left in the chat, or probably you guys. But
Don't worry,
piece
there
of
aren't
media
any SCP players here. Don't worry.
that I've been obsessed about is actually Genshin Impact. And
It's
before I hear the comments, right? Listen, right? It's a good game, right? It's actually quality.
Croatian. I saw you play it for like 8 hours.
That's
pretty
cringe, dude.
I
Worst
saw you play
in
for like 8
Hitler.
hours or
Listen,
so.
right?
Yeah.
I was for the longest time.
Before we move on.
I am
Oh.
a big Zelda fan. I mean a huge Nintendo fan in general. I always love playing their games. Ever since the Wii, I've been playing on the Switch, and I've been emulating games on Wii U games on the computer because that's the only way you can experience. Because you can't buy Wii U's anymore.
Who has a Wii U?
So
Who doesn't have a Wii
It's
U?
just I enjoyed. I enjoyed Nintendo, but when I saw Genshin Impact, right, the gameplay and the sound
Genshin
design,
Impact.
it is
Graphics.
unironically a good game, especially because Nintendo has good quality of games, so it's very high standards. when
Let's
it
have a
comes to
MapperCast
games.
Genshin Impact.
And honestly, for being a free game, it gives you a lot of content. I will admit though, if you are a child, like very young child, you should probably not be playing this game. You're probably gonna get addicted to gambling. So don't do that, kids.
Is Genshin Impact gambling?
Take
It's
drugs.
like EU4, it's like EA, but instead of scamming you out of every single penny.
Oh yeah,
it
you
actually
buy
has a pity.
characters.
It
You buy
actually has a
characters.
pity, so like you
Yeah.
can play the game completely free to play, right? And be better than the person who spends thousands of dollars as long as you have luck.
Hmm.
You know? You don't even you
Wait,
can get
wait.
the currency
I love
that
I hate games like that.
Wait,
that's
what?
why I like it, because I don't have to spend $1 billion
Wait.
to enjoy
Wait,
it.
Void Viper plays Genshin Impact?
No, but no, I've played like mobile games that are like that. You have to gamble, otherwise you have to grind 1 month to get that item, and then just to fail it at 2% chance.
Yeah, but like instead of having to spend actual real world money, you can just grind and not for that long, and you can still
So the
get
game I play, you had to grind for a month to get that one item.
Why do people do? I just don't understand why, like, what the market is for these games. Why people have like accepted this.
I think just people enjoy
Anybody
idle
with,
games.
like any
Also-
could like go on a Steam and get 30 games during a sale for $3.
I was just about to say
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
It's like
that's
I
where I'm
don't know,
coming from.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
You
why
could get
is
so
the-
many
Cosmic-
unique experiences for the same price.
Yeah, legit, and you'd get like 30 completely unique different experiences, or you could play 400 hours of the same game at the lowest like possible realization.
No, I mean that
per
means
game.
you're an addict.
Does that include iceberg increase?
Oh
Shut up. That's
The
not
question
even a
is-
joke, Viper. That's like,
Why-
does that include the iceberg increase? It's
Why
not a
pay-
joke.
It's fucking bigger now, by
The
the
question,
way.
Cosmic, question rather is why would you pay for several games if you could just pay for one Minecraft account and then live for the rest of your life?
That's true. That's true.
That is true.
I mean, I guess some people they just
I
enjoy
like
different
having
games.
a myriad of experiences in my life. It's
Also,
fun.
I would just like
depth.
to make a point, but if any of you has like a decently modern phone, right?
Yeah.
I think Genshin Impact, right? It has console quality graphics. It runs well on phone.
Can't you play
It looks
Genshin Impact
fucking.
on a computer?
Yeah, you
Right,
can.
so
You
you-
can.
I play it on computer. I play it on computer.
It is
But
on computer.
I saw it on mobile. It is actually fucking decent, right? Mobile phones have come such
Is
a
it
long way. It's free,
Is
of
it?
course.
Okay.
To be
But
fair, I
it's-
have seen like my sister play it on her iPad, and it does actually kind of fucking
It
astound me every
looks
time.
fucking amazing.
It looks really good, and it runs really well on a fucking iPad from like 5 years ago. It is a little uncanny, I will say.
It's like damn. How long phones have come since I had the original iPhone 3. Like that was one of my first phones.
It's like only
Played on.
Genshin Impact though. Everything at like Roblox
Yeah,
runs at
everything
12
else
frames.
looks kind of.
Anything I've ever seen it on, and it's like I don't know how they got this Switch game running well on a fucking.
Getting
iPad in
you're
2016.
forgetting Raid Shadow Legends.
No.
Oh my god, please no.
Oh yeah.
I'm tired of ads like that. Especially when I watch History channels, games in general. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah, Raid,
Like,
Shadow
all
Legends.
these games
Do you
is
guys
just
do you guys get the
complete ass.
advertisements of like Vikings
playing
War of Clans?
Oh yeah, I know.
Or like the
Viking War
dumbest
of Clans.
conquer strategy games, like I chose the Vikings. What's your favorite? Like
What's
Julius
your favorite
Caesar.
side? Click
I
now.
do get those. They got like the fucking.
I always get those on YouTube, like before the
The soy
fucking.
You know what? You know what?
Fucking
My
icon.
response to
Oh,
those
no!
mobile games.
Oh, I got fucking Siberia. No.
Here's my response to those mobile games.
Oh, my
I got-
girlfriend's
oh, I
boyfriend gave me Siberia. No.
No!
I
What
got
am I gonna do? No.
Alright, here's my reply.
Farm.
Here is my reply.
Farmville.
Here's my reply.
Gotta bottom this.
Age of Empires 4 looks like what mobile games try to be.
Yeah.
Why does the
Okay.
iPhone games always make you bottom? I think that's the biggest
Right?
question.
It's like all the ads are always about the bottoms of these games, being worried.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I got a bottom again, bro. That's always.
I've been playing an iPhone game where I top, you know? Like, I play video games for a fantasy experience, something I can't get in real life.
Do you know?
All right, can we? All right, we shall.
Always my medic in every game.
Guys, I think we should move on. It's getting long.
This video is sponsored by
I think we should move
Genshin
on.
Impact.
I'm a bottom and I'm offended.
We're gonna move on, but just before we move on, I remembered a piece of media that has been very interesting to me that I have seen in the past year.
Ooh.
It's called Mitchell's versus the Machines. The fucking
It was fucking cool as hell.
love it. It was so cool.
It was so fun, right?
Listen to the
so
credits.
quirky.
It's the first song I listen to every day. As soon as I wake up when I'm rolling my morning zoo, I always listen to it.
My morning zoo.
Ah, yeah. On
Yeah.
the.
Anyway, Mr. Piper, please.
Mr. Piper.
All right, let's move on. All right,
Let's go,
personal
Mr.
prop.
Piper.
So, which habit do you wish was socially acceptable? Well, here's one habit. I wish the eyes growing big is. No, I'm joking.
I wish being naked in public was socially acceptable.
Okay, here's what I actually wish.
Gross.
I wish
personal, like,
introversion is something to think about, and it's socially acceptable to be introverted.
I think that's generally socially acceptable.
Yeah, that's accepted.
No, I think some people they have a hard time understanding that.
Void, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That is the most virgin thing I ever.
Shut up.
Fucking beta alert.
That's so mean.
That is mean, George.
I used to be an introvert too. It's only because we feel that we have eyes on us, and
Yeah.
that we're judged. People really don't give a shit about anyone. You have to know everyone.
Just do a lot of drugs until you're an extrovert.
Yeah. First of all, there you go. Second of all, I think like if you said I wish I realized that it was socially acceptable, that would be kind of a base take. But it's like it is. Nobody cares. It's like half the population are like.
Alright. Alright. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep expanding the iceberg.
Oh my god. Funny meme, guys.
Denormalize introversion in spite of Viper, please.
Yes.
Me?
Viper,
Okay,
don't lie.
how about... Okay, if we're going to the original point here, like, gross body shit, instead of, like, I wish I could be an alcoholic. I'm gonna go with, like, wearing a mask in public. Funny. Very intellectual late-night joke of me.
COVID reference, pandemic reference.
Not being so intellectual.
Getting vaccinated in Alabama.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go with like picking your ears.
Oh.
I wish you could just walk around and like pick your fucking ears. Because your ears
that's a
build
good
up
answer.
with shit. That's a good answer. You gotta. If you don't address that shit, it builds it like as a person with enhanced fucking like wax production.
Enhanced wax.
With enhanced wax. My
Enhanced.
ass, my fat fucking cellulite anus has to walk into the clinic twice a year to get that shit. I gotta get my ussy, my ear C, just demolished twice a year. I gotta get my ear C douched, essentially.
Wait,
is what
you
they
don't
do.
do that
They
at
have this
home?
syringe. What'd you say?
You don't, clean yourself at home, like with
There's
the
nothing
ear
I
thing.
can do about it. It's like
Do you guys
they have
not have
to,
ear cleaning things?
They have
Ear
to
cleaning?
they have to deep clean it, Croatian. They have to go in there with a fucking huge, goofy, like fucking bakery frosting bag of water and go.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a bike pump going.
You know what goes?
It's
The
so
iceberg.
different. It feels like shut up, Viper. It feels like I'm having some weird, fucking gross, like sexual experience. Happens because it's like my body smell is I smell like the deepest interior of my body, like all. It's such a pungent stench is the thing they don't tell you.
It is
Like,
pungent.
right? Like the inside of your ear fills the entire room, and you're so vulnerable being penetrated with all this water, and your smell is everywhere. It feels like the only socially acceptable thing for me to do in this moment is like moan weekly.
Come.
But I can't. Yeah, it's
Come
like,
weekly.
I just want to. Yeah, come weekly. Yeah, I feel like I should just like squirt out 2 little dollops of cum and go, ah. But I can't. That sound. If I went like, that'd be too much.
Mindria, I have this question for you from a fellow Eastern
Comes
European.
weekly.
Fellow European, what's up?
That's so
Yes.
funny.
Do you come weekly?
Did you guys also have this thing when you were growing up where they put, candles in your ears and burnt that shit just so they could melt away their earwax?
I've never had that done to me.
Don't make me
It is
say
a
it.
thing, though.
Don't
They
make
don't do it here because
reason.
it is kind of like a fucking. Like, that is a very Eastern European wives' tale. Like, you need to put the candle of wax in your ear, it will be good for the country of Romania. It's like that kind of thing.
Origin,
Cosmic
your answer,
spoiler,
no.
it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, it doesn't work either. It's legit just like, oh, you need to do this, this is how we got by in the Second World War. It's like not real. It's some goofy old folk.
I mean,
shit. But we do do it.
Kind of works because the
Ah,
thing
dude,
is,
it doesn't work.
It
It
does
actually
melt.
fucks your shit up. It
No,
fucks
it's because
your shit up, man.
the heat does like actually melt the earwax.
No.
But you
It
also
doesn't
have to
help
be-
get it out, though. It just makes it a little bit gushier.
Gushier and squishier.
Well, that's why
Irritates
you
your
put
ear.
your. That's why you put your.
That's
head
what I
on
wanted,
the
though.
side.
That's why you.
Kaze, what were you putting
So
in your
you're
ear?
lubing your ear to
Wait,
go
Kaze,
into
what do you put in your
finger
ear?
And like,
Well, you
What?
put a candle in your ear, and then you light
Why would you put a
candle
candle in your
the
ear?
You like
No,
the
listen,
candle and
it's very
cum.
ghetto Eastern European shit, but it
Oh my
works.
god.
it doesn't work. It's
It
not,
works.
No,
I
it
feel like
doesn't
that's
work.
dangerous.
It
Like you
does
could
work, baby.
you
It
could
works
burn
for your
yourself.
ear. You're just burning your
No,
ear.
I swear to
Like,
God.
Have you done it?
This is
Correct me
this
if
is the
I'm wrong,
type
but
of
this
shit to
is-
happen in churches and shit. Be honest.
it
I
does
mean-
very much feel like a church basement.
Yeah, actually kind of does.
Yes.
No, fucking. Oh,
Did this happen in a church basement?
If you told me this is how like
No, this happened
Orthodox
at grandma's
Jews
house,
are
'cause
baptized or something,
obviously.
that would make more sense to me.
Those
This is how
goddamn
the
Orthodox.
gypsies officiate their children after
And
they
what
steal
do
their
you mean
foreskins.
Orthodox?
God damn it,
Good job.
Orthodox
You just
napping.
alienated all our Jewish viewers.
Oh no!
Oh no, how could we recover?
This
Yeah,
is
that
how it
thing.
looks like, by the way.
That
Yeah,
thing,
that is
horrible
that is
thing.
100% church shit.
You don't want that done to you?
Oh, what?
Oh no, Joe, alright, he'll be back.
George is it?
But yeah, I gotta get that shit fucking like irrigated. Irrigated.
Irrigated.
Vaccinated in Alabama. And it's a nightmare. I wish I could just walk around like digging that shit. Also, picking your nose. That shit. I feel like that
I
is-
agree. Yes.
It really depends. Some people really don't give a shit if you pick your nose. Like if you pick your nose around me, I really don't care. I have a thing against farting. I don't love that. But when you like pick your
What do
nose,
you, what do you have against Koi Chica farts on toy body?
Shut the fuck up.
I
You
feel
gotta
like you
pick
should.
your nose, because like my nose sometimes like the boogers will develop and they'll feel like stabbing little sharp coon eyes, fucking like taking me out in my nose all the time, and it hurts.
You
I
don't
should
know
be able
about
to deal
bad
with it.
boogers until you get septum boogers.
Septum boogers.
Yeah, when you get your fucking septum pierced, and you got boogers and all in there. And then
Oh.
Oh no! How do you blow your nose with that shit, man?
Bad
not
No.
easily.
boogers you have in your nose the day after cocaine. It's
Oof, those are bad boogers.
insane.
Oh my god, yeah. Fuck anything that needs to be. That's why I could not do coke. Like, if there was any easier way to ingest that shit, maybe I'd fuck with it, but I do not want. I don't know. It's like I snorted sour dust once as a kid because I wanted to be epic, and I think that like traumatized me. I will never put shit in my nose ever again. That
Yeah.
fucked my shit up.
Fucking
Just snort
Crazy.
salt and die.
Just
Just
snort and
smoke
die.
salt and die. Okay.
you know, I've actually snorted salt, like salt.
Why?
I don't know.
It's literally
I don't know.
I don't know.
it just literally just fucking destroys your membrane.
Yeah. Ouchie, wouchie.
Damn.
My membrane, owie.
Or
Alright, what is
My
Stream also is getting really fucking long.
Okay,
Yeah.
George,
Yeah, can we please
fucking
move forward with this quickly?
I forgot the question. What habit do you wish was socially acceptable?
What habit do I wish is socially acceptable?
Was I wish. Yeah.
Oh,
Eh,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very honest. This is kind of one-sided, but I really, really wish that
Yeah.
girls can learn to separate sex and emotions.
You fucking schmuck! Oh my god!
Like,
Women, am I right?
I am the least sexist person I know.
Okay.
Alright.
Man.
But
Like, I cannot tell you a single girl, no matter how smart they are, and there are some girls I know.
There are some smart women, bro. I've seen them.
Like, yeah, but it's just, I don't know why they treat, like, having friends, this is why I wish I was
What
gay.
an SOS call.
If I was gay,
Abort!
I could be friends with benefits with guys, and that'll be cool, because we'll be like, yo, what's up? And like, we might
homie.
for like 2 weeks, but if I'm feeling horny, and I'm like, yo, what's up? He's gonna be like, hey, shit, man, what's good? Yeah, sure, I'll suck your dick. If it's
I mean, I think the answer is you just become gay, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I tried that. And
You tried that already?
I didn't really.
Did you try hard enough? How many dicks did you suck?
Hey, George, I feel you. My
Okay.
damn, okay,
Yeah,
shit.
that's-
Alright,
Oh,
bro.
That's a
alright.
fucking trial run.
You put in a good
Alright,
effort.
He's leaving the room now.
That is a trial run, dude.
He's getting his
Shit.
third one.
Yeah,
getting
he
his
put in a
third
good
one.
effort.
He's getting his
That's
third-
a lot of effort. Shit. Ah. Wow. Took
Holy
two to make
fucking
sure.
shit.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're sucking 2 dicks, the first one has got to do something for you.
There's always the third one.
What do you mean? There's always a third.
Alright.
Anyway.
I don't
Okay.
think George would like to talk
Apart
about
from
it
the
anymore.
dick conversation, I have nothing. Sabby, go on.
Oh, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything.
I don't know if it's like being in lockdown for like a year and a half, but I cannot think of any habits that are like.
Apart
I
from
wish it was
picking your
socially
nose
acceptable.
or picking your.
I mean, I guess those, yeah.
Hmm. Alright, random
Yeah,
mapping. What about.
well,
It's
Oh, God.
fairly fucking basic. Men being allowed to show emotions in public.
That's fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
Alright.
one. That's a
That
good
that
actually
one.
is
is a
actually
good one.
one.
Like,
Mine
women can
as
just
well.
cry in public, and it's
A
fine.
little
Yeah,
bit
that is a
basic,
good one.
but fine.
Man
You
does
can
that
cry in
in all
public if
cups.
you are a woman. But if you're not a femoid, then you can't cry in public. Otherwise, the alphas
Otherwise you're a
and
baby.
males are going to kill you.
Looks like we
Shut
have
up,
a
eh?
fucking baby.
Who was that? Savvy? Was that Rat? Rat?
That was rad.
Okay.
That was me, yeah.
Viper.
I think you
Thank
already
you. Oh wait, did he?
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna go for a real one. Alright.
A real one?
Oh,
Yeah,
real-
so
real-
I wish, well, more, this is kind of less like a specific one, but I wish the whole expectation of how, like kind of like Rad's example, how people should act because of gender should be, basically be destroyed. There shouldn't be like some kind of
like
gender
gender roles.
role thing. Yeah, I think that should be removed from society.
Fuck that
Pace.
shit.
gender abolitionist.
Based Viper.
Based Viper.
Viper.
Based on what?
Is it real? Is it that?
It's somewhat that.
You wish, like, just full nudist society.
Not that. Here's the thing. I do not wish that for a full nudist society. I just wish that it was socially acceptable or even legal to get
For
nude at any
one
point.
person to be nude.
No. It would just be legal to do that if you wanted to.
Child trauma goes up to 100%.
Well, I think that's bullshit. I think, like, what the fuck? Why did we correlate that? Why can't, like, the human body just be seen by people? Why is that a traumatic event?
I think it more has to do with respectfulness, of course you don't know who's going to be
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at
that's
it.
the point. It's only that way because it's socially unacceptable.
Yeah, I guess.
But, like, in a perfect world, honestly, like,
Perfect
it's not
world.
the world I really want to live in, if we're being for real, but I think that's me having hang-ups. Like, in a perfect world, I think I wish that I was okay with it. I think it's kind of shitty that everybody's just like, yeah, don't show the body, cover it up, it's gross. So, I don't know. I would love to live in that perfect utopian fucking, like, alien society where everybody's just nude and is fine being nude and is communing with nature and themselves and spirit. I want that.
Damn
That's not where we
straight.
are, though.
Damn straight.
Free the
And
net.
We are
I'm-
far from it. We are
I'm
far from
I'm
it.
part of the problem, is the thing. I'm part of the problem. Because I think that's a more accepting society. I think that's a society that's fine with everything. That would be a nightmare, though, growing up. That would be a nightmare. How would we feel about, like, just popping boners in public in that society? How do you think we would feel with it?
Oh,
Because I remember being, like, 11 through 15, that was my chief, like, issue in life. Was hiding public boners. That was, like, all I was worried about. That was it. That was all. 90% of my brain was dedicated to, like, strategies to prevent that. You lose all those strategies the moment you enter nudist society.
mm.
So do our ideas around that change with the nudism, or do those social hang-ups remain? No
Yeah.
takes. Come on, help me out here.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting
Yeah.
take.
But very.
Yeah. Round of applause for Cosmic.
Hey!
Round of
He did the
applause.
take! He did the take!
That was a good speech. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of
Congratulations,
you.
Cosmic.
Wow.
Good job, Cosmic.
It was a question, but okay.
Yeah.
Croatian.
Croatian,
This
what
may
about you?
seem weird with my current status, but I would wish that friends with benefits would be a lot more socially acceptable, at least in Croatian society. Because I don't know how it is in the West. It's probably a lot more open here, but because of the, you know, old church traditional value system and everything, that thing is kind of a no-go, and everyone's like afraid of it at this point. Like, instead of being something you like, you think it's like between love and like sex. No, it's a thing to be afraid of here. Like, no joke. Like, it's you know, I will admit that now and then having a girlfriend, I may not want to be a person that wishes to get a friends with benefits, but I would like to say that, you know, for people, I think that, you know, sex should be a much more open and, you know, topic that shouldn't be just, you know, hidden away under the carpet, and it would be a lot more socially
Just have
acceptable.
a sexually liberated society.
Yeah, something
Those
like that.
goddamn sexual liberals.
Exactly.
But because it currently, at least how it works in the Croatian system, it should
As,
be right.
as a firm advocate in sex,
As an advocate for sex.
listen,
I think you guys
listen.
in
Of sex, I
America
think
Sex
you will
is-
have sex at the
Also, by the way, we really, really need to do the sex episode. And by that, I mean we have
We just
the
all
part,
MapperCast orgy. We've
Listen,
played
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
OnlyFans.
say.
That's on OnlyFans.
I'm gonna say.
MapperCast.
Here's what I'm gonna say. If you want to do that, do it on the voice chat. I am not gonna
We're
stream
not
it on
gonna do a
YouTube.
MapperCast episode.
No,
Should we not? But sure, we would.
Okay, alright. But basically, what I'm saying is that we revolve it around a debate mainly between Cosmic, who would advocate for the more sexually open liberal side, against Rat, who would be, I suppose, more of the
Against a rat.
like
I think-
mock.
George,
But the
the
Rat
issue is That's wrong. The thing is,
And
I'm
be the
against
judge,
sexual
and I get
insecurities.
to decide
I'm
who
against forcing people to have. People should have the free choice to have sex or not, and Cosmic is forcing other people to masturbate 7 times a day.
I
Before
never
you go to the
forced
gulag.
anybody. Alright, this stupid bullshit. I'm not about to have this autistic ass fucking nofap argument with you again. Right. Yep.
What
Alright,
makes-
who's ready for me to open a real big can of worms? Does a lack of masturbation affect your mental state?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. If you don't ever sexually know yourself, that fucks you for life. That's
actually
not
would say
okay.
the
You need
opposite.
to
I
have
think-
a sense of independent sexuality. When you never look, when you don't know who you are, what you like sexually late into life, and you're just like fucking thrown into the waters, that leads to shitty experiences, shitty relationships, and it fucks you up in your 3 divorces and 5 kids and 2 marriages, and you kill yourself at 32.
What about
Garbage.
asexuals?
Garbage.
Cosmic, you basically just described
What about
my...
asexuals, Cosmic?
Yeah, Cosmic, what the hell?
Jack off. That's
Yeah,
why
Cosmic.
you need to know. By the time you have your first sexual experience, whenever that is, you need to understand yourself sexually. You can't just be like fucking fumbling in the dark.
I mean, to be honest though, you're
Fumbling in the dark.
fucking have to be fumbling.
One sec, mummies.
Cosmic, masturbation and sex are 2 vastly different things.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
He said
but
one
I think
sec,
he
mummies.
misunderstood what meant finding yourself
But
sexual.
also, like the first time is so undervalued. Like everyone's always like, "Oh, the first time didn't." I mean, listen, honestly, like after you do it, the next day you don't really give a shit at all. But maybe it's just me. The first time I had sex in my life, in the course of how it changed it, was by far the most important. And I think that's like that for everyone. Personally, I don't know. That's what I think.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sex and masturbation are 2 vastly different things. The only thing that like masturbation can help you find out what fetishes you have, but the vast majority of the population won't be able to live out their fetishes. Just going to say that.
What?
Yes, Cosmic.
I said that watching porn and that won't help you figure out like it will help you perhaps finding out whether you're gay, bi, or straight, but nothing beyond that.
That's not true.
It's not figure out what fetishes you have.
Honestly, Cosmic, I'm not gonna lie to you. This time I do have to kind of side with Rat.
Oh.
Just from my experiences, let me explain. Now, every sexual experience I've ever had, I've never felt anything like at all. I don't think you're gonna believe this, but I've never actually nutted with a girl.
Oh my god.
Yep. And I do not know myself at all sexually. I have taken several quizzes, and they list me always as 100% vanilla, and every other attribute is less than 30%.
Attributes.
Yeah, there was this huge ass fucking Cosmic. You definitely know it. It's like this.
Oh, is the BDSM test?
Yes, the BDSM test.
Oh,
I got 100% vanilla, and everything else less than 30%. So I think that oversaturation towards masturbation and devaluing the act of, because it's not just a one person thing, and I think the aftercare as well and the emotional value is highly underappreciated, because every sexual experience I've ever had, I've either not liked the girl or the girl does not like me. I think that masturbating too often can lead to some complications, but personally, I think that it's more healthy for someone to masturbate too often than not often enough.
I agree with that. That's a base take.
Alright, that's
Based.
That
Based
statement
story.
says something.
Based?
Oh,
Based Bulgarian mapper,
You
everybody.
gotta fucking learn yourself, people. You gotta
Comes
fucking.
back.
It's no through line. This BDSM test. We have another friend who, like, every once in a while, my friend group will rope around and take the BDSM test again, because it's always interesting. It's always fun to see where you move and shit. And we have a friend who had a similar upbringing where there just was not any exploration of independent sexuality, and it's always vanilla. It always comes out 100% vanilla. Maybe a little bit of brat tamer in there if you're lucky, because that's kind of like the standard masculine thing to be. But I that's not good or healthy. That's not. You need to learn these things about yourself, and that's what's up with it. I also don't think it should all be preparatory. Like, oh, this is me preparing for my future wife. Like, it doesn't all need to be about that either. It's like most people, unless you're Viper, most people have this sense and these needs that need to be taken care of. And suppressing that shit, especially during formative times of your life, is not fucking healthy. It gives you shitty outlooks later in life. Bad shit. Bad shit. That's my take.
Good take.
What topic are we even on?
I don't know. I was about to comment on it. By the way, what topic are we on?
Viper's top. Viper, what's your take on, what has been currently said?
On cum.
I'm not gonna. I don't even want to talk about it. That's all. That's all I need to say.
We're gonna fly to North Korea.
Yeah, moving North Korea. All right, let's do the polls next, because I just want to get this over with.
Poll of the day, everybody.
Poll of the day.
Poll of the day.
Poll of the day.
Are we starting from bottom or where at?
Polls of the day. I don't know where to start here because it's been.
Let's start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Second.
What are we doing? Yeah. All right. Let's.
Are we doing the whole of Whale Week?
We are almost fucking 3 hours in.
Let's start from the beginning of Whale Week. Actually, no, fuck that. Let's start a little bit back. Let's go from the underwear question.
Under the whale.
Cosmic, we're almost 3 hours in. I'm
going from June 18th. Here we go.
This is too much.
Which of these clothing options is the closest to what you normally sleep in?
Wait, June 18th?
Like a huge diagram of sleeping wear. There's like full, this is I sleep in no underwear, I sleep in a little bit of underwear. The winning one was sleeping in full clothes, which pisses me the fuck off. You guys are psychos. You guys are psychos.
22 people voted for clothes.
You're fucking insane.
I don't understand.
Like, what do you...
First of all, did not see the poll.
That is not comfortable. And you are objectively stupid. That's bad for your body. Like all the studies say that is bad. Like that gives you worse sleep when you smother your body in clothes. Like you get the best sleep the less clothes you wear. It's just objective.
You don't literally wear your normal everyday clothes when in bed.
Well, I know not
even pajamas,
but shirt, pants, like
P is the only correct answer.
15.
You're supposed to sleep in
15? What?
15 is the only correct answer. Did you say 16 or 15?
No,
15.
I said 19. 19.
I thought you said 15.
Look at 15.
No, I mean 18. Never mind.
Oh, 18.
18 is the correct answer.
Yeah, I sleep 18 most nights, but I'll alternate. I'll do 18 like 2 months, and then I'll do 20 another 2 months. I find I'm usually happiest when I'm just completely fucking naked in bed.
Fair enough.
I hate that.
Fair enough.
The later in I don't do it in the summer because I hate sweating out my sheets and shit. If it's like the middle of summer and I'm fucking hot as hell in bed, then I'll usually I'll keep my fucking underoos on because I don't want to fucking.
Cosmic, you know where this issue then continues if you can't be naked in summer because of those issues. Then in winter, where it's fucking freezing cold, you don't want to be fucking naked.
I want to be I will take being dying on the Titanic to cold any day compared to just being even a little bit hot. I would rather be in the middle of winter naked in the streets dying of hypothermia than even have to sweat a little bit. I hate the heat. I hate the heat.
Considering from past experiences on parties,
meat needs to be refrigerated.
That is an extremely fair point.
Damn straight.
We are made of meat, yeah.
Moving on. Next point.
Okay, we got I guess this was bed weekend or some shit. We got, do you normally wear socks when you sleep in a bed? And 11 people said yes, and those 11 people are about to be banned from the server.
Yes!
Cosmic.
Get them out.
Cosmic,
only in winter.
You're gonna ban Subibricus?
Cosmic, one thing though.
Was it Sammy?
what's that?
Alright,
Cosmic.
bye, Savvy.
Cosmic.
Nice working on the iceberg with you.
Cosmic. I
know
usually,
you were cringe.
Cosmic. I usually don't wear socks either. I'm bad, but it's fucking really fucking hard to wear socks.
Yeah, but
Only do it in the winter, and that's it.
if you're in the winter,
Yeah.
No, if you're masturbating, I mean.
If you're masturbating, what?
Oh,
What?
you're talking about like
oh my
Okay.
I gotta tell you, man, coming in a sock, what a weird like trope.
No, not
What
in a
stupid
cum.
trope.
I mean, just wear. No, Cosmic wearing socks while
You
masturbating.
just said that's like. his
Okay, wait,
fetish
hold
or
up. You're
something.
fucking wait, what?
Like only wearing
So,
socks
You're not
while
talking about the
masturbating.
trope of coming in a sock. You're talking about like only masturbating while wearing socks.
And nothing else. Yeah.
I don't. Okay, Rat's getting tired. We gotta move this show along.
Why?
This next one we got. Have you ever donated blood? I think Rat was all of the yeses.
No.
Yes,
then we
many
got
times, just
no,
only-
but I
Have you-
would give the idea.
Cosmic,
Wait,
I'm
you didn't
pretty-
tell the answers.
Cosmic, as a bisexual, I think I'm prohibited by law to
Cosmic, you
donate
didn't
blood.
tell the
Ah,
answers.
shit. Yes. No.
The answers.
I'm trying. I'm reading them.
Okay.
We got no, but I would give the idea some consideration. 1 with 34 votes, and then like not yet, but I hope to got 15. I don't care enough to got 4. No, I would not be allowed to got 1.
And who was that? Oh, George. Oh yeah, George. Are you not allowed?
So this is funny. I
Drugs.
when I was younger, I was like a really big humanitarian. Like when I honestly, like I was that kind of person that I was 100% certain that I would grow up to drive a massive truck and pick up every stray animal on the road. That's like I wanted to give a lot of blood, like for the school things, but my dad was like, "No, it's gonna make you weaker. You're never giving blood. No son of mine is giving his."
You're never giving birth.
That's such a weird, like, macho thing to say. That's such a weird. Oh my god.
Like my dad is definitely the most macho. I've never seen him cry. I don't
Macho.
one has ever seen my dad cry. I don't think he's ever even cried, in all honesty.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Oh no, he's cried. These men cry. These
He
macho
had his
they
men.
cry. I dare say most of what they do is cry, but they do it in the damn private. Dead at night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good wild card. Like, how many times have you seen your dad cry? I could think about that because, like, my dad is not anywhere even like approaching any sort of hyper mask like scenario at all. But I have not seen him cry a lot in my time. I don't know.
I've seen my father once, and that wasn't like even
You
because.
saw your father
Yeah.
once.
No, he had like a. It wasn't even in a time when he had like this. When he had fucking clinical depression for a few years. The thing is, because I didn't notice it really. Because I was like 9 years old at the time.
Yeah, I think I saw him cry when I saw Up with him in theaters in 2010. He cried in the beginning. And then he cried once, like, the original idea for what would become Christmas, I like wrote in 2015. It was going to be like a Lego 2000 video, and I read him the script, and he cried. So he cried to Up, and he cried to Cosmic Christmas 3.
We're asking the real question.
Can we
What
continue with the polls, please?
Wait, here's the real question. Did any of the MapperCast crew cry ever?
Yes.
Yes. Have you ever cried?
I never cried.
No, but on stream.
You've never cried.
I
No,
don't cry
Cosmic,
at all.
I think he meant on
Ninja, shut
stream.
the fuck. What do you?
I
What
think he
was
meant
it?
on stream. Like, did any
Cry on
MapperCast member
What?
cry?
No, not on stream. Like, actually cried.
Ever in your
Well,
life?
that's a
Mindria.
dumb question.
Well, not ever,
Dumb
no.
question, Minchia. Alright, can we
Not
can
a
we
dumb question, but
can we
it's
please continue with the polls, please?
Okay.
Oh god.
I want to end this because it's 5:03 p.m. already.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
got it.
end this.
You got it, Madam.
We just
Vorigar.
skip the whales.
Can we skip the
We're gonna skip Whale Week. We did brackets did a 4. Oh, what the fuck?
You-
Like, hold.
Okay, but let's not skip whale week number 8.
Alright,
Okay,
he did
what's-
an 8-day whale week! It's so funny. Okay.
It's really getting fucking long. We're over 3 fucking hours.
Why was this whale week 8?
Whale week.
Okay, you might as well
Cosmic.
read it out.
Honestly,
Can
gonna be
we
honest,
just
or-
get hold of the fucking
If
day?
the opportunity presented itself, would you actually fuck someone's mother or father, if gay male or straight female? What? To
What?
troll someone? Alright, the question is, would you actually, like, unironically, fuck someone's mother to troll / get revenge on / annoy / spite someone? That's a lot of synonyms.
We do a little trolling.
We do a little trolling.
That's a little
So-
trolling.
Yes, that would be an
Slicing.
epic troll. Got 16 votes. One yes, but one
That's
just because I
right.
get to have sex.
That's
Oh my
right.
God, Batman. Hi,
Oh,
welcome to the
head
show.
fell.
Bad friend.
Literally texted me that the show is on. Like, what the heck?
What?
We've been on for a long time. We added everybody like a million
Yeah,
times.
we added. You should have seen the thing.
All right, you got your thumbnail.
I don't
spot.
know.
You got your thumbnail. That's all that matters.
Okay.
I mean, Batman, but the Cosmic's iceberg is
Winner
covering your
was
face.
No, people I know's mothers are not really my type. And then no doing that. Here's the thing. I reject the premise of the question because I think you should be able to fucking have sex with anybody and never have it be any sort of like, I did this to you, fuck, funny. Like, why would you care if somebody fucked your mother? If assuming they were like in an open relationship.
Excuse me?
Like, why would that be?
Cosmic, I think you
Excuse me.
misunderstood. Cosmic, I think you misunderstood the question.
I understand the question, and this question is predicated on the toxic idea of people having possession over women in their lives. Having like, oh, that's my mother. How dare you have sex with my mother?
Cosmic,
Or be like, oh, I
Why
have
is
sex with
Cosmic's
your
mother-
mother. It's like, I don't like it.
Cosmic.
Cosmic's
Mother
mother
walking
knocking on my
everywhere.
door.
What would you do though if Seplio fucked your mother?
I would say it would confuse me, first of all.
I think I would just fucking murder him.
I am your father.
And then, like, you know what?
Oh shit!
Who my mother does or doesn't have sex with is completely her business. Is completely her business, and I have no say in that. And that's the right thing.
Cosmic, the thing is, I wouldn't have a problem with someone fucking my mother. I would have a problem with Seplio fucking my mother.
Yeah, I'd be probably more concerned for Seplio. I'd be like,
If Seplio would do that, I wouldn't hold any grievances towards my mother, but I would murder Seplio.
Cosmic, what if it...
I wouldn't. Well, it's like, who cares? It's like you don't own your mother's sexuality.
I don't-
Why do you want to? Why do you want to have any say
I
in your mother's
feel
sexuality?
Cosmic, I don't want to
What's with
own...
his mug?
Yeah, but
What's with the fucking mug?
Cosmic, for fuck's sake.
there is a
That's your
difference.
question.
Cosmic, I don't want to own my mother, I want to own Seplio.
I feel like it would be worse if it was Canary mapping.
There's a difference between someone fucking your mother because she has an emotional attachment to your mother, and Seplio fucking your mother to troll you. There is a very big difference.
That's so funny.
Can we
Alright,
move
I'm
to the
just
next
gonna-
poll?
I'm gonna assume
Join the
that in this
community
situation,
mappers.
everything that's happening is perfectly legal, and Seplio is over.
Can we move on to the next poll?
But this is so interesting.
No, move on.
Alright, fine.
Well, the iceberg
Oh
gets
my
bigger.
God! What are your thoughts on people who identify as transracials? And then the top one was transracials are a symptom of how it's become trendy. And shut up, chill out. Who cares? Next quote. Poll.
Oh, you didn't even say the results.
I don't even fucking care. It's a stupid poll.
Oh yes,
Oh, just
finally
say it.
something
51,
interesting.
51 votes, one for like the stupid, like, oh my god, guys, this is such a problem. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Oh my god, oh my
Wait,
god.
who voted for C? Okla?
Okla?
Okla? Oh, wait,
I
he
need
just...
to vote. C is a little too, like, supportive. It's a little too, like, validating. I really wish there was, like, a who cares, let them do what they want. Like, I genuinely don't care.
Why did someone say Void Viper, please fart into the mic?
Okay.
No.
Okay, okay, next one.
Which of the remaining teams do you think will win the sports thing? That's
Check my mailbox. There's nothing in my mailbox.
I
Your
do not pay
your
any
mailbox?
attention, one, with
Your
30.
mailbox will win the sports.
Top one, we got you're the POV, you're the rider, and you see a spectator holding a cardboard sign in front of you. This one requires visuals, so we're gonna go to the next.
Skip.
This poll I liked. Would you rather come in the shower or shower in the cum?
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
49 votes for come in the shower.
You mean
11
51
votes,
now?
11 votes for shower in the cum. Now here's the thing about this. I personally, right now, I would rather come in the shower. But I had to vote for this because this is very intimate, and I don't even know how much of this I should be sharing. But this was like weirdly because I'm fucked up. It was like one of my first sexual fantasies ever in my life. I remember I was like 11 years old, and I had this dream. Like every time I took a shower, I can't even say this. I can't say this publicly.
I have a request.
Too much.
Cosmic, I have a request.
Way too much.
Cosmic request.
Yeah.
Read the poll, read the answer, move on.
Yeah, Cosmic, read the answer.
I'm sure everybody can deduct where I was going with that. I don't need to spell it out.
We're well over 3 hours in, that's why.
Is this the longest podcast? Is this the longest podcast?
Okay. For real, like, it's what the fuck was wrong with me? Eating weekend. When you eat, what do you usually do? Watch a TV show, movie, or TV in general. Got 16 votes. Watch a YouTube video or a Twitch stream. One with 34. I will say I usually, if I'm eating like a meal, I'll watch like something real. I'll watch something on Netflix or HBO opposed to like the internet because I feel like the meal deserves something a little bit bigger and more important.
How does one sit and eat in silence? I still don't get that.
I feel like if you're like fucking, I don't know. What if you like eat outside? If you're like a backyard breakfast.
What if you're stuck in your train of thoughts?
Or if you're at a restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
I don't know. They usually have like TVs on and shit like that.
I want to say the folks. Well, are you watching that TV though?
No, I'm on the phone.
I will say the people listening to music are based. That's cool. That's a cool activity. I always like when people give music their full attention. I feel like music, unfortunately, has been like relegated way too much to just being a background thing. So that's based.
Depends on the type of music, honestly.
Alright, last poll.
Eating Weekend 2, today's poll, our final thing of the day. We got when you eat, what do you usually drink? Still water, 29 votes, won. Then sparkling water with 5 votes. Milk with 5 votes, you guys are gross. Tea with 3, coffee with 3. Fruit juice with 14. Soda/fizzy drink with 11. Energy drink with 2. I love that. People drinking an energy drink with every fucking dinner.
Yeah, based.
Especially very healthy, by the way.
Based Cosmic.
3 votes for alcoholic beverage, 3 votes for something else, and 4 votes for nothing, you psychos.
No,
and ladies, fellas, and folks in the back of the
literally don't get people who drink while eating. Like, I drink after I've eaten my...
Well, you never had like a nice glass of wine with dinner, or like an IPA or something?
But if I'm going to a restaurant, yeah, but not like at home when I go to lunch or dinner or something.
That's the only place I can not legally, but that's the only place I can afford.
I don't know what these people are threatening me.
I understand this poll as like every day what do you drink when you have lunch or dinner?
No, it's like every dinner. I guess like when you eat, it's a little much.
Because that's also the alcoholic beverage that weirds me out. Like, if you drink alcohol every day, you might have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I think honestly, water is a good choice, but
water is S tier.
People that
can't deny that
sparkling water are really going in for the taste, because I've heard some studies. I don't know if this is like my tomfoolery or some shit, but I've watched 24 Kitchen or whatever that program is called, where Gordon Ramsay and Jaden Oliver are, but I heard that sparkling water actually makes other food taste better when you drink and eat it at the same time.
That's interesting.
I just prefer
It
sparkling water
elevates
because
the
we live in
taste.
Germany. In Germany, we drink sparkling water.
Can we
Yeah,
continue with the
everyone
poll?
drinks sparkling water here.
I would say I've been fucking with seltzer a lot more recently. I did
No,
not
no,
like seltzer
no.
before.
Seltzer is a completely different thing.
No,
when
they're
you
the
drink
same
No, it's
sparkling
not.
water,
Guys, please, I need to end it soon.
Same fucking thing.
Can we
Okay,
continue with the
Viper.
poll?
By the way,
Poll
this
is done.
is
We were just
this is
discussing.
the
Oh.
longest podcast I think we did so far.
I don't think it is.
Well, anyways.
3 minutes. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Well, anyways, I want to say I don't know why these people on in the chat is threatening to do some stuff to me. It does not intimidate me.
Wait,
So,
what?
yeah.
Threatening to do to you.
Oh,
I
they're
don't
just
know.
Vorigons. They're just Vorigons.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Vorigarians.
They're
so
Vorigons.
my response is that this giant iceberg is my answer to your threat.
The iceberg is
Oh
so
my God,
funny
the
to look at it for the
iceberg.
first time in the show. It's so big.
Yeah.
Wow, this episode is a fucking mess. Look at that. People have been looking at that for like 3 hours.
Yeah, all because you
Next
put that,
episode-
all because you
next-
put that cause that you wouldn't remove it, so I did
Alright,
that.
we got
Next
a
episode, we're not
question.
having.
Which one of you is the most likely the next Jeffrey Epstein?
Who? None.
Andrea.
None of us.
That's right.
George.
Why did George?
Probably
Yes.
back.
Have you,
George.
have you seen the Jeffrey Epstein Sigma Male videos?
All right,
What?
everyone. I gotta end the podcast.
Yes, I've seen those.
I gotta end the podcast, so I'm gonna disappear for a month. So see you guys later.
What?
Wait,
The scream! What the scream?
Yeah.
did it just? Okay, let's
Did it-
scream.